The fuck is this? Gondrosaurus Rex. Hello, welcome to the show. We're just jumping
This
into
product, I need
whatever.
to tell you, is marijuana.
Yes.
In response to this threat to national security and in response to a request from the local law-abiding citizens of this region, the president has dispatched me to help the Camp Freedom Fighters any way we can. As of now, marijuana growers are an endangered species.
Little dinky song.
You broke the law, so accept your fate. Well, you got over and they search you too. Yeah, they want you to know they've got their eye on you. They got their eye on you. They got their eye on you.
Is that a nug, bro? Is
They got their eye
that a fucking nug?
on you. They got their eye on you. They got their eye on you. They got their eye on you.
What?
They got their eye on you.
You too good for that shit? I'll smoke it.
Please stand back. We're burning marijuana here. You could become intoxicated by the fumes. Stand back.
Yeah, right.
Smells like a rock concert.
Shit. Dude, what? Okay. I'm thoroughly entertained. I'm good.
Oh,
What is
wow. Look.
this? Okay. I'm looking.
She's responding! Rexetta is responding to the vocalizations! We're saved! We're saved!
She's responding! Gunjasaurus Roxana is returning to sea! We're saved!
But you had to give him or her a bunch of pot though, so isn't that ultimately a loss, you know? You gotta maintain the resources, right? Right, rich folk? So I was watching old Puffin here,
Welcome to the live.
and he's talking about 420.
I'm gonna have to turn that down
So cool.
in the background. Give me a second.
And it's a bunch of gibberish.
So, it was like, I just kind of took it for granted, basically. And we got copies of it, like we read High Times as kids and stuff, but I didn't realize it's kind of legacy and role in
And I was thinking,
legalizing weed and doing a lot of stuff.
listening to him, and yeah,
That's
it's done a
everything,
lot.
that's
That's everything,
jazz
you know.
music and rock
That's
music
jazz music and
rap
rock music and rap music and all the musics. And then I was thinking about that Tool song called Third Eye, and right at the beginning he's got that little speech about like, if you don't think drugs have ever contributed anything, go home and just destroy your entire fucking album collection, like everything. Yeah.
music and everything else too. That's every type of
Oh,
musical expression.
and then he had noticed that his cat kept fucking with him. So streamers out there, okay? Now there's dog streamers and there's cat streamers, okay? Does your dog act weird when you start streaming? Like the moment you hit record and start talking to a fictional being, does your dog look at you funny, act funny? Not really, right? Right? I mean, it might. But cats, do you notice any weird thing? Cat owners, do you notice anything weird? They try to like hit the camera away or deflect or like distract you from what you're doing. Does it seem like the cat is trying to get you to stop talking to the video demon? You know what I mean? Because cats are like crazy like that. Am I just crazy? Am I projecting on the cat? Am I schizophying the cat? And is the cat therefore schizophying me? I don't know.
It's the Grateful Dead. It's, really all the good things in America, or most of the good things in America, also have
Yes.
this weed component to them. or
Yes.
This weed
And then I paused and I made that song on Suno
dimension.
because he's not wrong.
It's important to honor and recognize all that and continue it. Even after we have legalization, continue the tradition of resistance and stuff that it got to get to this point.
Yes.
And not take it for granted in the way that I took High Times for granted when I just thought it was a magazine you could get. I didn't realize it was not always available on the shelves and things like that. Sorry, I've got this extremely distracting cat. It makes me want to just stop doing this altogether.
See what I'm saying?
Because all she does is
These are
stand in this
wolf
awkward
ears.
distance where she
These are fucking wolf ears, idiot. Stop assuming I'm a furry or a gay or any of that other shit and just watch the shit I'm watching and enjoy the dumb commentary from the fucking moron. Stop assuming and guessing what the person. What's wrong with them though? What the person though? The person doing it though? What's wrong with them? I don't know. You'll figure that out over time, okay? Do you think day one, the first view that I saw Asmongold, do you think I immediately knew that he was another fellow special ed kid? No. Do you think Texas has the right special ed programs for those types? No. No. Should I keep going down that lane because it's really funny? No, it's obvious. He has more twitches than fucking I do. So anyway.
She's kind of standing on me. She's kind of making sure I don't have a space to comfortably
The
sit
cat.
down.
So
And
does your
she's also
cat
at the
act
same time
funny
kind of
when you're
threatening my whole
streaming?
setup to
Am I
make
just
it
being
not go
paranoid
over.
because it's
So if
post-weed
the
day?
phone falls over, it's probably this cat, you know? Now she's just headbutting me.
She doesn't bump the phone. I checked
Yeah,
ahead
she's a
on the
beautiful
stream.
cat, but she has some type of thing with my live streaming. She never does this any other
But around
scenario
6:40
unless I'm
something,
live
I think he
streaming,
says
she becomes
something that
completely
got me
like-
to like think another thing. So we're just gonna let it go for another minute
She
or
just
so.
does this stuff. Now that she's sitting down, maybe it won't be such a factor.
Sure. What's your next topic,
Yeah,
bro?
are black cats a certain way? I've never noticed cats to be exactly.
Is
like
it black
this.
cats specifically?
Because all creatures are different. But
Okay.
she never cares if I'm doing anything else. Okay, thanks, Chris. We're all really tired of Trump's crap. Thank you. You're in the
So
right-
that's where I paused it. So this person, just like me, has a lot of trolls who like to come in and pound that drum of assumption and then hold it against you for the rest of your existence. So he wasn't talking about anything Trump. He didn't bring up any of that shit. He was actually having a cute little 420 stream and talking about his cat and really getting into like high times and how it was beneficial to the weed movement for years. He was talking about all that shit for minutes and minutes before these dumb shit, fucking garbage bastard, fucking fuckhead, third world retard trolls. They're not from America, as far as I'm concerned. Or if they are, then they're unaware that they're a mouthpiece for the fucking Russian government or some shit, and they've drained themselves so far that they don't realize that they are the ones with the TDS. It's just that they can't stop supporting and saying the name in support, which is its own form of derangement. So he was not even talking about it, and out of the woodwork crawl some fucking retarded jackasses. So if you guys really want to heal and move on and just do some fun shit, like, it's up to you to just ignore that shit and just do it. Not to say to him, like, why don't you try ignoring that shit? Like, it's a part of your content if you want to entertain that. But to the normies out there, all you have to do is just not let the personal identity politics shit ruin your life, or don't reply to it, or don't believe that it's consuming our world, and it won't. And that's part of what it is to be a dumbass American. Ignorance is bliss, but it's also a form of maintaining order. Okay. So we're going to move forward from here. This is Puffin. Check out Puffin if you want. I was surprised to hear immediately Happy 420 out of this stream. So I was, not that I didn't think you're a pothead, but like, that's the first thing you start with. Cool. Like, I'm glad everybody's doing the celebratory day thing. Is that Vosh's fuck? Yeah, you guys ever seen what Vosh fucks? Is that what Vosh fucks? Or does he fuck you, Vosh? How does that work? Wait. You have the dreams of being the horse, so I'm going to guess you're the dominant one, right? You're the top? Anyways, this is a video about Turkey Tom.
The commentary community is coming to pieces. Augie is gay. Nicholas Diorio is gay. Boblax is gay. Lyrics is also gay. Tommy
also
C
gay.
is
He's
gay.
gay.
And the final nail in the coffin, Turkey Tom is gay. He was the losers creeps pedo the whole time. So what
There he
happened
is.
here? Why did the commentary community collapse overnight?
So, 2 X's of Tom's. I'll let him do it, but I'm very excited about this. And the first thing I did was retweet this video and say, fuck you, Kiwi Pharma boys. It's only a matter of time before your shit comes the fuck out. It's not about those you stalk. It's about who you are. It's always this, like, self-defensive shield bullshit. where you're putting on that, like, I'm going to judge them before they get the chance to really know anything about me and judge me. And then they're often far worse than the ones that they're even attempting to portray as the ookie, because it's usually them doing more ookie shit behind closed doors than the ones that they're judging. What do I mean by that? Let's delve in, shall we? Now, this is, before we get started, I believe... Okay, I'm very ignorant when we jump into any of these videos. I don't know who it is. I don't know why it is. I don't know any of that shit. But this person, that's not the first time that they critique Diorio in a negative fashion. Now, I don't mind Diorio. I see him as a positive because I'm on the H3 side of the fence and they all like watches and shit over there. So I'm on that side of like, you know, ignorance is bliss. So if you catch me watching this, it's not because I hate Diorio or any other dumb shit. I'm just watching something to watch it. You could just view things and absorb them and see what people's view stances are and shit without like necessarily, you know, 100% backing them or believing them, okay? So just relax. We can all just watch this. I'm not 100% endorsing it by showing it to other people. I'm viewing something like you would be, okay? So just relax and just watch it for a couple minutes and we'll develop some opinions and work through this together, okay? This is new for all of us. Okay, so let's go ahead. Just stay calm. Stay calm. Okay?
Of Turkey Tom, Sacramento.
We don't
and
know
Katy
everything.
Take to Kiwi
Nobody
Farms
knows
to
everything.
tell their
We're here to
tales
learn.
of rape. He was accused of
So his two girlfriends took to Kiwi Farms to talk about all of his past rape and bisexuality. So
3 things: void rape, beatings, and age playing with lolicons on Instagram. The allegations of rape were realistically the least bad thing. I'll say this, and the commentary community would agree, that if he was just a rapist, I'd let it slide. But along with being a rapist, he's also a bisexual, and that's realistically where I draw the line. Let's get serious for a moment here before everybody gets mad. Turkey Tom is not a rapist, unfortunately, but he is a homosexual. Turkey Tom put out a big response to this one. I'll sum it up for you. It's a lot of murdick. It's a lot of murdick. He goes over the allegations of abuse, he goes over the allegations of rape, and that's all well and good. But me and the other rapists, we want to know, what about the age play? What's going on? Where's the response to the age play? Because he gets to it, and then he just kind of says nothing and quickly moves on. But before we can figure out if this man ended up in a diaper, we have to go back and dissect his entire life.
Addressing it without addressing it is not addressing it. Addressing without addressing it is not addressing it. So at a point, there's a larger friend group that might be being protected or something in all of this, I have always assumed. So we are just observing to see what a person might understand from outside of that group, possibly poking at that group. We're seeing what this person knows, this dark circle person in the middle, knows about these guys. We're trying to understand where these guys are holding knives to each other's throats. That's all. I'm not here to hold a knife. I'm just here to look at who's doing the knife holding. You got it? Okay. I'll continue, but if I need to keep doing that, I will. I'm also going to pull up the commentary. I don't like missing comments. I apologize. But I also don't. So there you go. And thank you, Boldo, for stopping by the other day. I have dedicated this thumbnail to you. And hello, Bomb Bomb. Hello, Bomba, are you still here? I'm up, I see you, I'm gonna my thing, have a good stream. Thank you, Bon. Oh boy, I'm gonna do my thing. Good for you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing Bob Marley and Snoop, because that's just copyright and copyright. But there's a bunch of shit that I would listen to if I was going down Copyright Avenue. That's where I'm like, I don't know on the side of that what I would watch beyond, like, I watched it yesterday, the Kramer Kid thing, and today I would watch, like, I don't know, the Star Wars rap, right? It's not the East or the West. right. No, it's not the good or the bad side. Right. So I don't know what's left after that, you know? We got Death Star.
Girlfriend was a small girl called Kai, and Kai loved 2 things, neither of which were Tom. Firstly, lyrics. Secondly, according to an anonymous Jewish source, picture.
So this lyrics person I have heard of before, so I always assumed there might be some, like, triangle dating type of thing going on here, but in a lot of different circles. So there's a lot of false little threesomes, and, like, it's a girl dating 2 types of dudes, or a dude who calls himself a girl, and this person's going out with him, but he's also going out with a girl. So it's like a dude who's dating a girl and a like femboy. So it's like there's a lot of those types of couples these days, and no actual relationships, no actual meetings are happening. There's no actual like anything there. So from my understanding, there's no actual like rape because he never actually met up to fuck any of these bitches. So that's kind of the thing about like today's fucked up weird sex incel is that they are incels. They don't get out of their fucking house. So they don't have the opportunity to do any of the things in their Discord messages. So it's like, at what point is anyone actually, to be held responsible for what's being discussed? And at what point is it fake? At what point is it even real? At what point is it just people pretending? I mean, we grew up in the imagine SpongeBob bullshit for these types. So, they're imagining a lot of stupid shit, and it's maybe hurting their feelings, and they don't know how to imagine, getting the fuck over it. So there's a lot of confused individuals in the next generations. At least the 90s, at least the 80s kids were more influenced by that like Kinsey type of notion of like sex is okay. It's a healthy thing to understand, not demonize, and it needs to be, respected. Those types of notions. Like we were taught special ed, it wasn't like, a faux pas. It wasn't some scary thing that our homeschool mommies from the South tried to desperately keep from us. So we just kind of learned about genitalia and moved the fuck on with our lives. It was kind of a healthy, quick, easy way of doing things. So you guys don't have any of that, and you're all fucked up and retarded, and you don't know where your dick belongs. So let's continue, says the person who's cross-dressing.
Here, she loves diapers and babies. So Tom and Lyrics were in a multi-year competition.
Gross, right? Diapers, babies. So are you saying right now that this guy is a her named Lyrics? So I'm sorry, I'm going to stick to what people were born as a democratic, retard, liberal. I'm just going to call people what they're born as. I apologize. If you don't like that, you're just going to have to get the fuck over it. They don't want you in sports, okay? You can mentally be a female all you want, but, you have a cock. So unless you cut your cock off and make it a little fucking, ball flap that I can fuck, you're still a guy, okay? So I'm going to double down on one. You're born like that, too. If you still got a cock, you still are that. That's what defines a man, is the dick. You can mentally be a chick all you want. I'll give you that. And you want to say you're a girl, that's fine. But for the sake of, me trying to understand what we're talking about right now, I'm going to be a bitch. I'm going to be an asshole and just say, I don't care. We're just going to say dude and a dude dating a girl. And the girl decided to be cunty about this and out one of the dudes, but not the other dudes. Why not the other dude? Is it because you're giving the other dude the carte blanche because it's trying to be more feminine? I'm just wondering, And then, why not give me that same carte blanche? No, I'm bullshitting at that point. I can't help but, understand how you guys only see projecting and try to accuse everybody of projecting. So, anyway, there you go. I have a cock.
To win the heart of this frankly sick and ugly woman by gradually infantilizing their own appearances more and more. So Tommy...
So a man these days, in his inceldom, might turn more and more feminine to be what he thinks the girl wants him to be. Is the girl going to value the little husbando that she's created in the meantime? Nope. She wants the fuckmate. So she fucked up one of them mentally, and now she's going to fuck with the other one mentally. So she'll fuck him, but she won't give him that same, mommy dearest respect. I'm applying the Freud thing to so she created one that she wants the sweet boy, the innocent boy, the non-rapist boy, the cute boy, the good boy, the femboy, and then there's the aggressive boy with the cock, and I can make fun of him and say that he's evil because he wants to use his evil, cursed penis. So those are the two types of, narratives being pushed on these types of men. That's why I said right now I'm just going to classify him as a man for the sake of our discussion. No offense, okay? Libtard, retarded, Democrat, blah, blah, blah. I'm just doing this for the brevity, for the sake of the discussion, so you guys can fucking understand. Great, I'm going to keep doing that if it's necessary for you to get the fuck over it. Cool.
He's wearing a Sonic...
Yes, bomb. So, yesterday was the fun one where we watched a scheduled show. The one before that was the more artsy, quiet one where we, I forget that day. And then before that was the crazy one. So we're back to another crazy one. It takes a rotate. I only have so many faces on my cup, you know? So we got crazy day, and then we have like aggressive day, and then we have mama bear day, and then we have like the leopard day, which is like the cat persona. I think I'm cat persona today. It kind of slips between a couple of different ones. So cheers. This coffee tastes like shit. It's 1% milk, and then it's like I didn't put enough grounds in, so it tastes half watery, and it's really bad. Not creamy enough. It's like all the wrong flavors. Jolting with caffeine, though.
The hedgehog hat and a Minecraft t-shirt. And Lyrics, he's responding by chucking on a children's anime shirt and wearing...
So he said he's. So for the sake of this discussion, we're going to say he, because this person is also saying he. That's okay.
Little boy shorts. Before you know it, you got two grown men in shit-filled diapers. Not all of it.
For the sake of trying to fuck a chick. So this is where we start to get into it, guys. Like, at what point are you guys going to stop doing this shit for the sake of them? I'm not doing this for some bitch. I'm not doing this so I can fuck something on VR chat. I'm not doing this for anything else other than the fact that I'm just doing it. You got a problem with that? That's cool. This is America, home of the freaks, motherfucker. What are you? You would call me a freak? I've never done this. Do you think I'm better or worse than a diaper motherfucker? Because I think I'm far better than some diaper motherfucker. I never put no diaper. Diaper fetishes? That's almost as gross as foot fetish. No, foot fetish is not as gross as diaper. Diaper fetish is some of the most nasty shit in the fucking world. So, good for you guys. Good for you. And for you to have actually gone out, joking or not, ever in your life have considered this in a real way, to have done this, oh my fucking God, what is wrong with you guys? You're doing this to get fucked? There's better ways to get fucked, guys. I have confidence, and you want to see it as an ego because you don't understand how a man can maintain his confidence and not break himself down and do this type of shit for a woman. You get it? You don't. So, you don't know what an ego is? Well, you develop one over time when you maintain your confidence and you see yourself compared to other men and you know that you're better than them. That's how that works. Ouch. So, I've never done this in my life. Nice diapers, guys. Nice diapers.
There's covered in baby powder, lying
Cute.
on their backs crying. In a last-ditch
Nice
attempt
diapers,
to get
guys.
Kai back from this home wrecker, Tom screamed into the
Oh, that was AI? It doesn't matter. You're doing that that's the point. They're diaper boys. Okay?
night sky and carved her name into his chest.
Yeah.
Didn't work, but on the bright side, it could have been a lot
Diapers.
worse. She could have been called Cinderella. Kai also put out a statement claiming that she's not into age play, which I acknowledge, but I'm looking at this video of her current boyfriend Lyrics in little boy shorts while she flosses in the background,
Yeah,
and I'm
weird.
having a hard time believing that. However, this scenario has had a severe psychological impact on Turkey Tom, giving him an obsession with BPD women and also
Yes.
transforming him into a pedophile. That's tongue-in-cheek.
So- oh, that's-
That's
yeah, you're
tongue-in-cheek,
being-
not
you're being silly,
allegation.
you're being
The false
silly.
allegations of rape unfortunately dragged
So,
up Turkey Tom's relationship
we
with
start to
known
get into-
lolicon age player Creepy Hoarder on Instagram. I know what you're thinking. Big Bungie, you're crazy, because I watched top sweeper Nicholas Diorio, and he said that the age play allegation was just that the girl wore sketches on Instagram.
Katie L.
It's like hot potato. He did age play with her. No, he did age play with her. No, he did age play with her. Wait, but this Ellie person has a picture on her Instagram where she wore Skechers. If the best you've got is that this girl has a picture of Skechers or whatever the fuck, or what is it, Velcro shoes on her Instagram, you've got nothing.
He's absolutely right about that. Here's a picture of her just for convenience.
So that's more than Skechers shoes by far. So Diorio said, no, it's just Skechers shoes. No, it's actually age play type of shit. But that's kind of just a thing these days. It's like the baby cute thing or whatever the fuck. It's like, what are those Bratz dolls and those stupid little fucking things you got out of the vending machines and shit? Like, this has been happening for years. So it's just a part of these ones. And then that weird, really bad animation, like chibi looking shit on TikTok. There's a bunch of those, like fat-headed, fat-bodied fucking weird chibi shit. It's all over I'm sure you guys know what it's called. Some gacha game equivalent of like death scrolling. It's like the dumbest. You know what it is. I don't need to keep going.
So yeah, she's just like a normal girl wearing Skechers. I mean, what red flags could you possibly get? Here's another one quickly.
And this one's vastly more bitches dressing. This is like the total child style. So there you go. And it is what it is.
Ah, yes.
You can
really
say
the
that it's
dream
not,
girl.
but it is.
Just a normal girl wearing Skechers. You have nothing. There's
And those specifically are not Skechers. Those are Adidas in this picture.
nothing amiss here. What do you mean I'm a sweeper? What do you mean by that? How dare you? How dare you call me a
I
sweeper?
don't know why
This
he's
is Aiden
shitting on
Projects.
Diorio. I don't know what this guy has against Diorio though. So Diorio is kind of, he's 50% right in this to where there is nothing there though, and you can be dismissive of certain angles, but there's also something there, and you can't completely dismiss those angles, because if it is a repeated thing with each one, then it's either something he's looking for or the types of girls that are attracted to him. I couldn't see him not also being attracted to them in response to that. That's kind of what this guy's saying. It's like, you know, the apple falls next to the tree, next to the apple tree, you know? The apple doesn't fall next to the orange tree. You know, guys? You get it?
In a wig. This is the future of
Yeah.
Aiden Projects. I mean, if I saw this...
There. So I don't know what's circled right here. Is that a nook? I think it's a nook.
Oh, mama! The baby's Binky in the background is
Oh,
really what
okay.
pulls it all together, I
Okay.
think. I actually can't put this into my Google
I didn't hear him the first time he said baby's binky. That's a nook.
Doc. It won't let me. It gives me an error. Gives me a warning.
I see Bon is still here. And I just said a nook, but I didn't say a nook. Could this be an Anook link? No, I doubt it. Let me pop this open.
I can get the best voice from AI. I don't need anybody to sing the song anymore. You're not gonna win. Like there's no like fighting AI.
Okay, so I was talking to Bon earlier, and I had read something that said, whatever, that said some AI. Okay, let's go.
There's literally like, you have to just work your best to be the best at it right now. You can say you're wasting your time. It's like you're just wasting a year being like, because everybody else is gonna just use it, not give a fuck of what you think.
So according to Diplo,
hold on. Okay, this is Diplo.
I can get the best voice from AI. I don't need anybody to sing the song anymore. You're not gonna win. Like there's no like fighting.
So this is a trance boy who uses, like, you know, is he the one that hey brother, I'm gonna steal this guy's lyrics anyways? Isn't that? And when the sun starts shining on your penis. Okay.
AI.
I will watch
There's
the whole
literally,
thing,
like,
but
you have to just
I wanted to
work
concentrate
your best
for
to be
this.
the
So
best
it's
at it
Diplo
right
saying
now.
this.
You
Okay.
can say, you're wasting your time. It's like you're just wasting a year being like, because everybody else is gonna just use it, not give a fuck of what you think.
Okay. So
according to Diplo,
okay.
I just wasted around 5 years of my life
Never, but let's
writing
go.
and recording the record of my dreams.
Yeah.
The fuck is this dude talking about? Who is this dude? What does he do? What does he make? Diplo is anti-art. He's
Okay.
a fucking product manager. No human should make art no more. It's just gonna be Diplo's fucking ass selling us computer music.
You're
I
funny.
fuck with the vision, dog.
Like you're never gonna be like, I'm gonna choose the artistry and the hard work. You can talk that all you want. Some people will love that, but 99% of people are gonna just want to love like the best product, made the quickest, made the cheapest. That's what the American economy is.
No. Even as an AI creator and voice user, these AI voices are absolute shit. The voices specifically are bad, and there's really no way to fucking actually tell them what you want them to vocally do at the beginning, end of the sentence, any of that. There's not a single fucking way that you can direct the voice in a song through any of these AIs, unless you're literally like going in there and chopping the fucking tune up and down to get it to vocalize that way. And then you're still spending as much time as he might be on stupid ass editing. So what Diplo is saying is already just pure bullshit anyway. You can't control vocals to that degree. And this is where on my whale song, Blowing Up the Whale, it wouldn't do what I had already told it to do. So I even gave it a direct fucking path to do vocally, and it wouldn't obey it. So Diplo is so fucking wrong in this. I'll completely watch the rest of this, but I'm on his side. And this is where I can't let the play button, I can't let the create button do all the work for me. And I'm stuck in this really rough place between I can't help but agree with two different angles. It's really challenging.
We got to make a choice right now, y'all.
We do, though.
Are we gonna,
okay.
Do you want to be human first, or do you want to be a consumer first? I mean, why would humans ever make art?
I don't think AI should ever have a dollar sign on it. I don't think the shit should ever be put on an album and sold to the people. And it already has been by these large companies. So he's entirely fucking right on this is fucked. We shouldn't be going that direction as far as the larger music production. They should have the standards. They should still have to make the music. That's what they're there for. That's what they're being paid for. Otherwise, why the fuck do they? Yeah, right.
My bro, it's because art is the process, dude. You don't understand that shit? Life is the journey. Why would I make a painting if I could just tell a fucking robot to shit me something else out I can look at on the screen? Oh, that's great, you know? Because God forbid, what would happen if I love painting?
I mean, I've done both.
What would happen if I'm a fucked up human being with trauma, super imperfect, who needs to express himself on this earth?
I mean,
I make paintings
because
they take me fucking weeks.
I'm torn between both of these guys.
Years. I get the privilege of thinking about this shit.
Yeah. Art
instead of my fucking past. You understand what I'm saying?
I love it. Yeah.
You can see and feel every fucking brushstroke, and you are guaranteed that I sat down and I spent my time on this.
I love that shit. Canvas.
And it's the same with my music. In my new record, I spent years on Good Time Boy. I worked with real choirs. I worked with the Laurel String Quartet. I composed music with Adam Conrad. I sat down in the same room, met them, touched them, smelled them, heard them play music. That is the story and the culture of my record.
Okay.
I learned things. Diplo thinks it was a waste of time. So it's a very interesting time for music.
Things.
If you feel like I do and you want to support my new record on sale now, Good Time Boy, a record that was a waste of my time, apparently, you know, that I fought over, cried over, laughed over.
I would never.
The link is in my bio. It's on pre-sale now. Could be one of the last 100% human-made records on the Billboard charts. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Hey, I can get the best voice from AI.
And he's not wrong on that. Shut up, Diplo.
I don't need anybody to sing the song anymore.
So he's entirely wrong. You don't get the best voice from AI. You do still need somebody to sing the song. And it still is just a fruit roll-up of what actual real artists do. Now, Diplo has never been an actual real artist. He's only ever been the digital boy. So, you know, who's he to know art? Now, actual artists, people who make sculptures, people who do clay, people who make things, understand the deeper workings. For him to say something like that is completely ignorant. I mean, I wouldn't say something like that, even if I am pro-AI in a way. I would never say that it can replace the things that build it. Yeah, the AI can't replace the Beatles, okay? Diplo, you're a fucking retard for saying AI can replace the Beatles, is essentially what we just heard. Never. And you can't even get the same thing to replicate twice, as Bond thoroughly understands. You can't get the same voice twice. You can't get the same song twice. Not even when you tell it to. So, he's entirely wrong. Diplo's entirely wrong. AI, as it is flawed, terrible, garbage, meant for shit-kicking, weird fucking boomers who don't know the better music, which you're supposed to be giving us. So if Diplo's taking that side, he's failing as a leader of the music industry these days. Then he's not a leader. Then take a back seat to somebody like me, Diplo, because I'm putting more creativity into what I create than somebody who doesn't even understand the demon they're working with. So, thank you, Bond. That was great. I did appreciate that, because I love the AI fucking art music debate specifically. It's a very fucking strong zone to say it is good in these regions, it's not good here. And vocally and consistency-wise, AI is some of the worst shit ever. For Diplo to say that shit and to know that he could never get on a stage with an actual Mac laptop and then like hit play on the AI and like actually improvise and do, you can't. You'll never know what comes out of the fucking thing. So you're just hitting play on a CD you already burned? Like, that's the dumbest fucking... Is that what you're showing up to the concert to do now? You're just fuck off. Like, fuck off. I could do that. And that's where it's like, yeah, no, I can't do what Prof does. I can't. I don't know how to write music. I don't know how to arrange I can't direct a symphony. You know, I can't do any of that shit. Can Diplo? We don't know. He doesn't even understand the fucking demon he's working with. He doesn't understand the tool he's got. So, idiot. It's about all I got. But I've never really been a fan of Piplo anyway. I respect 90s trance and shit. You ain't no Paul Oakenfold bitch. You sit the fuck down, dippers. So, it's about all I got. You know who's more talented than Diplo will ever be? Sewer Slut. Like 5 times over. Shit, I'm even wearing purple. So yeah, thank you. Good shit. Now back to Turkey Tom is a fucking pervert. No, I don't really care ultimately.
Well. Nicholas, put the broom down. Not only is she not just a girl.
It's crazy that we're back now. That Diorio is being included in on this. And it's crazy that this Bungie guy is anti-Diorio. I don't know the anti-Diorio camp. I don't know why anybody wouldn't like him. I don't know how he's an orchestrator of any of this or what his place is in this modern friend group that rules the entire internet. There's 2 of them. So there's like the Ethan boys and crew, and then there's like the rest of them, right? And that makes sense when you start seeing the Trisha Paytas treatment or the what's his name treatment. The things that HT has been recently criticizing. The James Charles treatment. The how Twitter treats people. Certain people versus certain other people. And for some reason it does have this like Jewish tinge to it, but I'm not trying to address that angle of it. That's his thing. I think it's more just people who want to see a change in the media industry, and they're trying to worldwide create this cabal of you can be in the club, you cannot. So I don't know where any of these third-party groups fit in that cabal shit. Because so these are the ones below Ethan and the gang. So there's like... So with Epstein and the big media companies out of the way, I'm not even kidding with that line of starting this. So now it's like YouTube and shit are gods and kings. There is no traditional NBC, ABC, CBS. It's all here on YouTube. So YouTube holds the power. What is YouTube? Where's its CEO? Who's it controlled by? You start asking all those questions. You see where the moderators go to. You start seeing really deep connections with like third world shit. I rail against it because it's what pretty much controls the media that we absorb. So we might be Americans and we might have freedom of speech and we might have this and that, but the places that host our crap and the moderators that moderate our shit are not from America. They're not from this freedom, this type of shit. Half the time I'll put on there, because sometimes it is like Florida-based or California-based moderation teams, blah blah. But it's not very common, and it's usually only like one of the 4 factions that they'll have hired to actually do moderation for the larger ones. Is it's like multiple teams and they all do different types of moderation. So I could sit here and bullshit all day. The main point is I don't know. I can only assume, and we can only guess. And that's where Ethan is. He's in the guessing. He has a lot of these upper echelon fights of like the copyright shit. So we don't know who, where, when, what, why, what age bracket, what big personas, whether it's early day YouTubers or old school fucking media moguls. We don't know if it's Murdoch. We don't know if it's, any of this shit. Anybody from 90 fucking 4 years old to current fucking day, Mr. Beastionaire. Fucking rich as shit, making deals, doing shit in Dubai and shit. We don't know. We don't know the extent of any of these powers, any of these teams, any of these influences. We just know that there's us v them. And we barely know who we are. And we definitely know who don't know who the fuck they are. They out themselves. So I want to say we do know who they are, but we really don't. They out themselves one at a time. So you bump into them and you say, oh, well, how are they getting away with that? And then you keep bumping into them and you say, how do they keep getting away with that? Hassan, how does he keep getting away with that? How does he keep getting away with that? death threats to U.S. senators, more than one senator, more than one death. How the fuck does he keep getting away with that? And then you get into these like, how do they keep getting away with that? But how does that happen? But what's allowing that? But where's the law there? There isn't? How does the law not exist for these people, but it seems to be working against these other people? Half the time they're named Jews. No, I'm kidding again. But usually there's somebody like attacking a Jew. That's what we're dealing with nowadays. It's not that the Jews are the lawyers. There's a bunch of people attacking Jews these days. So I don't want to get into that either. We're on the main point of not the third world influences, but who is currently arguing on that third rail about who gets to take the next seat down. Okay? Now, does it really matter with these slop kings, with these slop queens and kings? Does it really matter, guys? What are you fighting for? What's at the top of that for you? Like, well, what? What's up there? You want to be in Ethan's seat where you have to get sued by half the people in the world and then sue the other half of the people in the fucking, like, where do you want to go with this, you know? Where people are constantly stealing your everything and lying about you and trying to spread shit. Well, what a great place to be. And then what's the other end of that? What's the other end of that? People want to fuck you constantly. And then you have to pretend like you're some extreme moralist, like some kind of, what's her name? Was it Lily Pichu, or was it like Pokimane, or which one? Are they both like the Christian fucking weird banger types? I know it's not what's her name, because what's her name is cool because she's connected to Asmon, but the other ones are kind of weird with their chastity ring acts and shit. I don't trust that. So I trust somebody who's immorally broken or more American, as I see it, more of a willing to be a freak, more of a person who's exploring that sexuality, over these like chastity ring motherfuckers who seem to be in the Hamas gang. I trust these guys, even though they don't know what to think about me in the middle as another. See, that's where I'm like, we all need to start to learn who is on that us v them side and stack the fuck up, guys. Because ultimately it's going to be like us as Americans versus them. And we don't know what the fuck them are in that case. And that's a much bigger problem. So enjoy your little squabbles about relationships and shit while their soldiers are marching on our land and murdering us. Enjoy that, guys. When the CCP is crushing your fucking skull. Remember how Trump was about to draft your ass and you ignored it while you were chatting about some fucking bullshit fucking false rape accusation drama on the fucking internet. Good luck with that, guys. Good luck. Okay. To you younger generation folk.
Wearing Skechers, it wouldn't be too overdue to say that she's sort of like the Chris Chan of age play. She's incredibly well documented in a lot of A-logging circles that I know Turkey Tom hangs out in. And this is a good one, right? This is a good one off her Instagram. In this post, she says right here that she and her boyfriend used to have sex where she would pretend to be 9 years old and he would pretend to be her rapist. And then Tom has these DMs where he's like openly saying
DDLG. So they do DDLG shit. So it's like, yeah, diaper play and shit. So it's just there. Then it's there then. Okay. Done. She looks like a crazy person, dresses like a child. It's weird. It's okay, though. I agree. She is weird and disturbed. I don't know what to say. I was talking about anything at the time. I don't know what to say. I was taken anything at the time. I have Gooner mutuals with her, unfortunately. I'm just a little creeped out, but that's okay. See, that's where I'm like, Gooner mutuals. So you guys are like exchanging sex pictures and like sexting and blah, 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 blah. And it's like exactly the fucking scenario I described earlier. Nutso. I got creeped out and she was nutso, so I stopped talking to her. So this is a guy talking to another guy about what he did with the chick. So it's like, you're going to have a certain skewed way that you're going to present what had happened, etc. This isn't actually coming from her, this specific convo. And that's where I don't trust any of it ever. So he said, yeah, well, this chick is too insane. I feel bad for how her mind is. Shut up, Turkey Tom. You're such a false fucking grandstanding wannabe Christian. She dresses like a kid, so I think it's weird, was the reply to that. So the person who's talking to her is just trying to get Tom on some, like, pivotal wording so he can poke this out of the wood a little better. So, because he followed that up with no offense, and Tom says, yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, you do. I mean, I got creeped out and she was nutso. You're admitting right there. And then this guy says that genre of women are demons. They're the demon women. So I'm done with it. Guys, if you're trying to get fucked, take the Christian out of your pants, okay? Stop doing this false grandstanding shit. It makes you look like a hypocritical fucking retard when you're making these years and years of all these grand fucking, it's wrong to act like this, guys. And then your shit comes out. That's why I said it like that on Twitter. And then your shit comes out. And then you're the ones fucking acting like this. Pull the Christ out of your pants. You don't need to fucking pretend like you're better than other dudes. Just admit that you're jealous that other men get laid and you don't. You fucking incel. Wah. Now I'm gonna ridicule Turkey Tom for possibly getting fucked by a DDLG girl. You're all pathetic. You're all freaks. That's right. It's like, just put down your swords, realize you're all pathetic fucking nobody freaks who don't get fucking laid, and just be buddies. Just say, oh, I got Gooner mutuals. Oh yeah, we both masturbate to the same chick, dude? Oh, so that's the bigger demon tell right there. Not that she's a weird freak that does the weird freak dressing shit. It's that she's playing a bunch of y'all, and y'all are perfectly okay with that shit. So, at what point is it your fault? It's your fault. One hot girl, 3 dudes. You want to be one of them? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I've gotten you types shit on like VR chat all the fucking time. Anytime it's like some 3 guys laughing, following some girl around, I'll be like, you know she's not gonna fuck you, and then they all just fucking stare right at me and they want to fucking kill me and shit. She's not gonna fuck you guys. Not a single fucking one of you. And if anything, later down the line, she'll just use you to get some kind of sympathy for the guy she actually does want to fuck. Look at my traumatic past. Do you want to stick it in me even though they gave me these mental problems? Where that bitch damn well knows she was the one giving them all the fucking mental problems all along. It's all a little game, isn't it? But there, it goes that way with dudes too. I'm just saying in this scenario, okay, you can flip it right back over with the sexist if you think I'm being sexist. Get the fuck over yourself. There's dude players, lady players, they're all the same these days. So if you want something real, you can find something real, you can be a part of it. If you want something stupid, you know you're goochily mooning with somebody, well then fucking snip, snip, snip. Don't goochily moon, you dumb fucking cunt. Fucking have your own bitch then. Weezer, I want a girl who laughs for no one else. You want a bitch who laughs for everybody on the fucking block? Why? So you can brag about how you're fucking the quarterback's girlfriend? He's gonna fuck her tonight. You think he gives a fuck that you just got some on the side like a fucking little lame lion? He doesn't give a fuck. So gain some kind of confidence. Gain some kind of confidence. That's Gooner confidence, I guess. Gain a little confidence in your fucking lives, guys. Like, just say no to the bitch. And don't shoot up a place because you're not getting laid. Jesus. Your entire generation is mentally perturbed. It's not 420 anymore. I was going to shout out to Columbine, but...
that he knew she was like
a joke.
Weird, creepy age player, and despite this, he still sent her his dick on Instagram. So he went onto Instagram, he saw this picture, and he said,
that's what I'm gonna send my dick to. Right. You got it.
I need to send her my dick.
I got right now. I got
Nicholas Diorio, he's just telling me, don't question this. Do not please God, don't question it.
It was just Skechers, okay? He's just got a foot fetish for size 9s, okay, Diorio? Whatever.
She's just a normal girl. She's just a normal girl wearing Skechers. Don't call me a sweeper. Don't you dare. Don't you dare call me a sweeper, you son of a bitch. And there's no rebuttal just beyond saying there's no proof.
They are friends, though. I'm not gonna, like, rag on that too much. But they are friends, though.
And that's true of literally every online allegation. I mean, was there any proof of the fucking Mizkif stuff? No. Everyone fucking ran with it, though. I suppose it's possible.
You say that. I mean, there was, like, splashes here and there. There's the sounds on and off cam, etc. I see what you're going for with your shock statement, but,
possible that he coincidentally got into a relationship with the lolicon age player who posts pictures of herself dressed as a baby on Instagram because he liked her piercings or a fucking hair color or some shit.
Yeah.
And if that's true, maybe he should just come out and say that, because I think there's still stuff to litigate here. There are questions that need to be answered. I would like a little bit more information on the nature of this relationship before I start sweeping for the man. I just want to know why a guy who has a substantial amount of his videography focusing on the evils of lolicon is openly pursuing a relationship with a girl who, by his own standards, is a pedophile. Right. Is that not a pressing question to anyone else?
So this is
I
like
feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills.
That's the jealousy and the so he's mad that she's fucking somebody else and she is that type, right? And then he wants to be her that type. So he's gonna rail against the other guys who might go after that type. Ta-da! So it's like a reverse ped. You know what I mean? So it's like you might be one, but then you're gatekeeping, you're cock blocking the other ones that you see might be competition for your girl. The apple tree, apple tree. See how that works? Okay.
The entire commentary community has just conveniently decided that this isn't like objectively worse than flamenco.
Here, apple tree, worm. Okay, worms, apple tree, there we go. Worm, not orange. Worm like apple. Worm does not like orange. Worm, apple tree, not worm, orange, apple tree. That doesn't work at all. That's a no, and a no. Thank you, great.
Jacking off the boy soprano.
Listen, I'm sorry. If Tom had sex with this girl, and she's into age play or like pedo maxing or something like that, and she dressed like a normal human being and they had sex one time, it's not like a sexually transmitted disease.
This is fucking crazy to me. Okay, he's on stream going, well, if it's only a one-time thing, then it's not bad. Can you not?
Are you saying it's not something that Tom would then catch and then give to others? But what we're hearing from Bungie here is that he has done this with multiple girls in his past, the same angle. There was 2 that had ratted him out on Kiwi Farms. So we don't necessarily know what those stories are. I'm not going to go hunting for them. Fuck Kiwi Farms. Fuck all those idiots. Hi, Null. Fuck you too. And Joshua Moon. Hi, Joshua Moon. I don't know who you are, but I think you might have seen me once or twice before. Hi, how's it going? Great. Unban my main email. You know what it is. Just type my name into your stupid little server database and unban my accounts, you cocksucker. Anyway, why? Oh, because I'm better than you. I'm never going to talk on your stupid fucking shit garbage fucking internet thing again. It'll just go under like they all do. Shitty fucking dumb old forums. I'm older than the forums. So, anyway, main point, let's...
Not just fucking ask him that? Why are you speculating? Are
Right.
you not his friend? Are you his lawyer? We do not know if it was a one-time
why
thing.
are
We
you
do not know
speculating?
anything about this relationship or
We
why he
have-
was even attracted to this pedo in the first
We have
place.
proof
All we know...
on Kiwi Farms, as far as like, you know, you never believe anything on there, but we have stories there. We have proof, you know, from the actual victims themselves. So...
is that this guy...
Are we in the era of don't believe women? Are we never believing any women right now? I'm fine with that. What do you guys think? Are you okay with that?
knowingly entered and pursued a sexual relationship with a known lolicon age player. Nick has a direct
And you
line of
don't need
communication.
to
He doesn't ask
outline
any
the
of these
nook. I
pressing
mean, the entire
questions of
thing
his
she's
friend
dressed
who
in is
potentially
pretty
a
fucking
massive
questionable.
pedophile. Instead, he just downplays it by saying that all the girl did is wear Skechers. Then someone in Nick's chat literally tells him to his fucking face that no, she wasn't just wearing Skechers.
Okay.
She was wearing a fucking baby's binky in her posts.
Yeah,
She had
yeah.
a binky. Well, did she shove the binky up Turkey Tom's asshole? Is that what happened?
Don't know, Nick. That's the whole point. We
don't know if it didn't fall out of her fucking pussy onto the tray behind her, as it looks like it did in that picture. You want to get really lewd with it? I mean,
with
she
a
could
girl
have pooped
who
it
does
out.
sleep
It
with
looks
a-
like she just
is
pooped it
openly
out.
pursuing a relationship with a girl who, by his own standards,
Where is it?
is a
There, see? Looks like it just fell right out of her cunt, right? Right? I'm being a lewd bitch right now. She could have like, and it could have gained a little bit of like, you know, a little path traveling there. I mean, we got butt here, nook here. It's only a, you know, maybe she was getting up, and as she was getting up, she had a little fart midway, and it went boink onto the shelf. We don't know that, so it could have been in her asshole, or her vagina lippies, right? Whatever they call it in their weird community. Anyways, great.
Yeah. Nick has a direct line of communication. He doesn't ask any of these pressing questions of his friend, who is potentially a
That's
massive
true.
pedophile.
You could just
Instead,
ask.
he just downplays it by saying that all the girl did is wear Skechers. Then
But
someone
they're
in
the
Nick's
other
chat
friend
literally
group,
tells him to
so-
his fucking face that no, she wasn't just wearing Skechers.
Binky.
She was wearing a fucking baby's binky in her
I had a cat
post.
named
She had a
Binky, so this is
well,
weird
did
for
she
me.
shove the binky up Turkey Tom's asshole?
Did you shove a
Is that
cat
what
up your
happened?
fucking
Don't know, Nick.
right?
That's the whole point. We want to know
Up
what he
her
was
own
doing
asshole.
with the girl who's doing the fucking ABCs for pedos on Instagram. And then to add insult to injury, in the same
Trisha
stream,
Paytas.
this fucking fat cunt has the fucking gall
I
to
wouldn't go
cry
that
over
far.
Chud Logic calling him a sweeper. You are a
wanna,
fucking
like-
sweeper, you fat fucking retard. Can it?
I want to shame him for using his Wiggler, but like, I don't want to shame people for using VTubers and shit and not being on camera. It's a choice to do this, and people do make fun of you for it. So every time you call him like a fat fucking oaf, you know, Dumbledorf, you know, Sasquatch, the fuck even. Every time you come up with a brand new way to degrade a fat person, chud, you know, it doesn't really help, you know. Now, on the other end of that, considering this person is much larger, bigger, etc. than you, I'm gonna go with that same jealousy angle and just be like, why, you mad, bro? No, I don't know, I don't care. Fat shaming is fat shaming. I'm a fatty, so you can call me sensitive to that and just move the fuck on. Lose some weight, fatty. I know that's how it works. Yeah. You know what I did to lose like 100 pounds in my life before? I drank water and I fucked a bitch and like had a relationship and shit. And like, you know, the stress and smoking cigarettes and not eating as much. And I lost a bunch of weight. You guys should try like living life, you know, instead of just being like idiot, fake Christian, fucking incel. Like, you're literally idiot. Like, you're dumb. Like, your entire generation has like a lower education standard. You should like educate and you know, be better men. You don't need to listen to Tate to do that shit. Just like go watch some old movies. Go watch Stand By Me or something, okay? Watch old movies. And when the older guy is like, hey, don't be like that, when he punches the little guy on the head, don't be like the little guy is being, right? Go watch The Outsiders, okay? That's a good one. Go watch The Outsiders, okay? Read the book. Read a book in your life. Oh, you guys are illiterate at like a blank percentage, just like the boomers. Oh, god damn it. Anyway.
Any Nickers watching, please explain to me how Nick downplaying Ellie's age play is just her wearing Skechers on Instagram isn't him openly fucking sweeping for Turkey Tom. But because the age play has been packaged alongside these other false allegations, it allows Nicholas Diorio and the commentary community to just sort of sweep it under the rug and ignore it. As time goes on, you just have to conclude that the VidCon commentary meetup was basically like sponsored by Jeffrey Epstein. It was a Jeffrey Epstein production. POV, you are Augie RFC, basically like sponsored.
Kids of Epstein. So we just call them Kids of Epstein or something, KOE. So so you're kind of not wrong here, Bungie. This is what we were talking about earlier, and the fact that we don't know who the next generation of the media moguls are that are going to step up. I don't think these guys are the Epstein boys. I think that's already been taken by whatever sub-faction that like the Trumpettes have. So it's more like the Tate areas. I think any forms of the child predator ring, I want to say ped ring, but child pred ring would be more in like foreign areas these days and very much controlled by new American influences, where it was formerly controlled by Epstein. So I want to say if anything's scuttled around, it's that. And Epstein is definitely dead. Believing that Epstein is not dead is saying that there is no new leader of the cabal. There is a new leader of the cabal. We may, or may not, know who the fuck it is. But there's definitely a new leader. Hey, you remember when Trump tried to make Mar-a-Lago into the next fucking Saint whatever's island or whatever by hiring 14-year-old underage girls as masseuses? Remember when that started happening? It's like trying to make a fucking pimp club fucking right there in the middle of fucking Florida or whatever. Isn't that kind of fucked up, guys? No? Yeah. What's wrong with you guys? Florida? All the old rich retirees and shit just waiting to fucking... Yeah, fucking right. So we don't know who the current new owner is. And there's definitely a new owner. And Epstein's definitely fucking dead. So... idiots. Who killed him? You'd rather not think that? Well, it's pretty obvious who it is, and who it is, and who it is.
By Jeffrey Epstein. It was a Jeffrey Epstein production.
So anyway,
POV, you are arguing.
The kids of Epstein? We know one of them. How many kids Epstein probably had total? Like, random different bitches and shit over time around the world, etc.? No.
The RFC at the DiddyCon commentary community meetup. Bo Black's sitting opposite you in a dress, his legs spread open. Turkey Tom's sitting in a diaper. Nicholas Diorio's sitting in the kitchen eating an entire jar of mustard and peanut butter. Getting incredible.
So, like, I've told the story about how I didn't join the guys who used to circle jerk. These are the guys who circle jerk.
Gassy. He's floating a couple of millimeters off the ground because of how bloated and gaseous he is. I think a lot of people who watch this won't have known anything about the Creepy Hoarder stuff because there has been a clear and obvious attempt from the commentary community to downplay their relationship. Even Turkey Tom, in his response, is talking about how this is only a girl he briefly spoke to.
She's alleging that I did it with another girl named Ellie, who I briefly talked to 2 years ago.
Like, dude, you sent her nudes. That's a ridiculous downplaying of this relationship. There's literally pictures of you together. Even from the horse's mouth. I mean, the DMs in his own video, she's saying they fucking dated. And it
literally pictured together, literally dated, literally, yep, that's... I mean, there's pictures of you guys together. That's pretty...
With another...
That's a ridiculous downplaying of this relationship. There's literally pictures of you together.
Right there. Right there. And that is Tom willingly taking the picture himself of him with her. That is him proudly saying, this thing is mine. And her, what do we see there? Is that a smile, you're with me? Is that a facetious? Is that a seriousness? Is that like a Paramore shirt? What kind of fucking... Ugh. I'm completely normal. I am not insane. I am na-na-na-na-na. But I wear diaper. It's a little dog bone necklace. It's adorable. My generation is much cooler than yours. You're welcome for anything you've ever been. And where did we get it from? The cool X-Gen kids above us. That's all. So, you're not unique. Anyways, beyond...
Together. Even from the horse's mouth. I mean, the DMs in his own video, she's saying...
So he is clearly claiming that one. Right.
They fucking dated. And in my mind... If it's nothing, like Nicholas Diorio says, then why has there been such a clear and obvious attempt to downplay it? If it's a perfectly reasonable, normal, fine relationship, then why is Nick lying, saying she only wore Skechers? Why is Tom lying, saying they only briefly spoke? And look, if you want to say that age play doesn't equal pedophilia, that's all fine. But you know who disagree? Every single fucking one of these cunts. Fucking all of them would disagree. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that this shit is hanging in the fucking air and they're all just ignoring.
They've all made those types of statements, and yet they are doing those things behind closed doors. We can prove at least, what, 2 of those blank? Was it 3 of those blank have now sketchy relationships with these, like, you know, senpai types, right?
So I already mentioned that the coverage was bad, but who had the best coverage?
He is one. He wants to be one for his guy buddies, you know?
Well, according to the commentary community, it was this fellow called Sly Boy, whose video was probably one of the more viewed. Tommy C says it's the best video he's ever seen. Seems fair. Seems fair.
I clicked it.
Wow.
I gave it a like. I didn't watch it at all. I didn't care to.
High praise. I wonder what this guy said about Ellie, the age play girl.
Tom had purchased really kawaii type gifts for them, specifically Kuromi, which is like a Hello Kitty type thing, as evidence that he was, I guess, into age play and like wanted the girls he was with to be,
that's like the newer
childlike. Overall, I think just he bought me kawaii stuff, therefore he's like an age play quasi pedophile type creep. I feel like that is really flimsy and just bogs down this whole thing in a way that's unnecessary.
Oh, literally fucking nothing.
What?
intentionally leaves it out of his video. Seems fair. Seems fair. What's more than this
he's
is
trying
the
to
Sly
say...
Boy here, who of course made the best video, the most well-researched video. He gets to Kai's document, right? So Turkey Tom's first girlfriend made a document explaining her side. But what does he say about this document? Nothing. Why? Well, because according to Sly Boy, it's not possible to confirm that this document was actually written by Kai. It can't be done.
What?
Another detail to note, there is a document being passed around that is supposedly written
well, it's from
by
Kiwi
Kai,
Farms,
who is an ex of Turkey Tom. I have not been able to verify that she actually fucking wrote this.
Has she come out saying she did not write it, hasn't written it since? Probably not. So, well played.
She may very well have. From what I understand, she has zero social media.
Because it's been a while now, and if anybody was like, oh, what? They're saying I made this entire big statement? I'm going to say that's not true. Because it's not. Like, that hasn't happened since then. And it's been a few fucking months, so...
presence. So, I don't know how to verify the authenticity of this.
The literal first paragraph, and when I say paragraph, I'm overselling it, it's actually the first 4 lines, is Kai posting pictures of herself that have never been posted before to verify her identity.
Right.
This guy couldn't figure out how to do a fucking reverse image search. And what's more, if you just look at the fucking account, she's posting selfies of herself months prior. According to the commentary community, this is the best video. This is the best video on the allegations. A guy who can't figure out how to do a reverse image search is who they're trusting to navigate rape allegations now. Seems fair. I wouldn't trust this guy to navigate a fucking corridor. This guy would find a needle in a haystack whilst searching for the fucking hay. Honestly, it's fucking unbelievable. I honestly wouldn't trust any of these people to pass any allegations ever again, by the way. If this is the standard of research they're holding up, good God. Honestly, if you want solid coverage, you go to Chud Logic and you go to Queeman. That's unironically just who you go to now. These allegations were merely the beginning, as they led to the entire commentary community crumbling into pieces over a simple phrase.
Chud is like more of a Eurotrash edgelord type I try not to watch. He's got a little bit more of like a brutal blade than most, and a lot of people like to take that and run with it, and that's unfair in some of these cases. The other person, I didn't initially know who you're talking about, so...
My concern, ladies and gentlemen, is the big sweep might be on.
Chud is Chud, though. I mean, the Kit Kat says it all. I mean, you're wearing that means I'm in bed with the third world fucking garbage people. So, okay.
So this guy stuck a dagger right into my neck the minute
I like to have sex with Trainwreck. Okay, good for you.
we stopped talking.
He does not want to be challenged. He does not want to be challenged on any of the shit that he's doing.
Well, he's extremely vague on purpose, so he can satiate his audience, but also take no accountability for me.
Eddie
he
wasn't
is suckling
around
shekels
when Omar was
out of Ethan Klein's cock like nobody's fucking business. And the moment someone starts challenging him too much on it, he cuts it off. It's done. Stop stealing his screenshot. This guy's screenshots now. Stop.
He can be pretty forward, though. Chud. That's his positive point, is he takes his idiot and he presents it immediately, just like me. And I can appreciate that angle of him. But it is very much sometimes like wrong and a little forceful and a little too early. But if you got a blade, fucking use it, you know?
Stealing his Discord screenshots. Dude, what the fuck, dude? This is
like
unbelievable.
Earlier when I was fucking diaper. Me, no diaper. GG, same difference. Okay, so I can't really criticize Chud for. All right, I get it.
Unbelievable, bro.
This lined up perfectly with the notorious fat drunk man, Tommy C's soothsayer prediction. Tommy's powers first manifested when he witnessed his father beating up his mother. His powers manifested in that moment, and he predicted that this marriage may be on the rocks. His future sight, unfortunately, did not stop him from being molested as a boy. You might be thinking, well, how the fuck is a nigger gonna see the future and still get his ass taken? I have a couple of possible options. Number one, the most sinister option, he let it happen because it felt so good. Okay. Number two, the molester was a more powerful and experienced soothsayer using his powers for pedophilia. And number three, it was an unstoppable rape. They had all the exits covered. There was no getting out of it. Dead or alive, he was getting raped. Tommy C has hated Chud for a while because using his psionic abilities, he discovered that Chud, get this, was lying about his working class background, and actually he's from old money.
I will say this, I do get I do get the sense that Chud is not like a working class Englishman. I wouldn't be surprised if Chud came from money, first of all.
His dad's an oil baron. I actually have a picture of Chud's father right here. Tommy just thinks that everyone with a formal education is a billionaire. He's going into PTA.
Money first.
Seriously, though? Let me see this
His
picture.
dad's an oil
Hold
baron.
on.
I actually have a picture of
It should be what's his name?
Chud's father right here.
Jimmy Seville or whatever. It should be that Jimmy Seville guy. What the fuck, man?
Tommy just thinks
That's
that
not-
everyone
that's
with a
not.
formal education is a billionaire. He's going into PTA meetings like, what a crack I gotta do to get...
I think that nepotism babies are nepotism babies. So if you want to get into that, I mean, it doesn't matter working class or not. If you got a nice little purse sitting around or you got it inherited from your uppers, well, you're still going to have that cashola sitting the fuck around. And for some reason, it just means something. I don't get it. You know why? Because I'm a poor. So the Nepos have their fucking tendrils tightly wrapped around everything these days. Every single one of the fucking larger streamers that you know all come from these families with cash. Regardless of parental status, it's the nepotism that is visible. It's the being able to pay off. It's the networking. It's the those features that smell a little off from the common working man experience on the internet. So, Hassan Piker, death threat. Any common shit kicker, maybe some racist quip, like him saying the N with a soft A on the end. You say that on Twitter, you're banned. You're on probation for a year, period. Hassan says it, nothing. Why? I don't know. That's a bad example because he might be, some kind of shade of not white. So maybe they'll just allow him to say it. But that's not my point. It's not my point. It's that Hassan Pike can walk around and, say death threats and shit. And any normal person, I'd assume if they said death threats, they'd actually be like, held to some level of scrutiny, accountability, etc. No. So it's at Nepo. It says something. Ludwig's mom worked at Compaq for like 9 years. Def Noodles' dad was the CEO of all of Warner Brothers Music or some shit for all of the entire country of Brazil for like 15 years or some shit during the 80s. I always call him like a cocaine kingpin type. But we don't fucking know. We don't know. So that's it. We just don't know at a point. You can assume whatever the fuck you want. I assume Asmon's a little bit of a Nepo streak because his mommy wrote fucking romance novels. That's not a regular job for a regular person. Nobody's a writer who just writes novels. Are you fucking kidding me? And then dad was a IRS long term. I'm not making fun of the parents. I'm saying you had some type of wealth. Not that it made you a Nepo baby, but you're definitely above the inner city kid who's one of 4 kids where, one parent barely worked, the other one didn't because was too busy with kids, had to be on welfare. You're definitely more well off than those types of families and that situation. And that coming up and buying a computer from working at Walmart and shit, this is what I would call working class. Not having a expensive as fuck, Rode microphone on the fancy arm that all the California Nepo babies have. If you have that microphone, chances are you might be one of the Nepo babies. So it's just kind of a thing. So just to move on from that, like, you guys got to realize how much these types do and are and have that fucking stance on the internet above you, over the media. You have to see that. You cannot belittle that because that's what they want you to do. You're covering dick for them. The ones that are stealing everything we've ever hand over dick, whatever, that we've ever had. They're stealing our shit. These are the next gens, like buying up the copyrights and then not reproducing the media, not putting it on DVD for us, not this and that. These are the ones doing it. It's this middle generation of these rich kids who are stealing daddy's copyrights and not letting the rest of us anything. It's every little fucking angle you can think about. They're right there. So we don't not know that Chud Logic isn't some type of Nepo on some type of left or right. You don't have to be the son of Leonardo DiCaprio or a literal fucking Hollywood billionaire, megastar, millionaire, whatever the fuck, to be Nepo these days. it's a pretty low fucking bar, especially compared to the wealth disparity gap and all the other shit. So even the lower rich people are still getting a hell of a lot of fucking advantages over the most wealthy of the poor people. The poor class, the shit kicker class, has to struggle a lot fucking harder. And we can see it. We can see it. And we see it in things like, kind of the king of the shit kicker class would be Ethan then. And we can see that in H3 and how much they're attacked from the Nepo class. These somehow shadow-guarded individuals with this infinite power to attack the littler individuals. It's underdog shit. It's easy to see who the underdog is. You can have sympathy for them or not. It's easy to see it. And then beyond that is where your own little personal fucking flavors end up. So I don't know, Tommy C, this and that. I've been speaking directly to his face for like the last 5 minutes, but I don't know. I don't care. I like the arcade shit in the background. My dad used to fix jukeboxes. So I like this kind of stuff. I think it's cool. Anyway, continue.
Get on this special education. I heard little Jaquane down the road from Labidia speaking in clicks and whistles. They put him on the special. My son just gave him the regular. This is some DA bullshit is what it is.
Have you seen Marglar, the Marglar? What's his name? Starvin' Marvin? Starvin' Marvin! Starvin' Marvin's fucking great, dude. I love South Park.
And they go, Tommy, the special education is for children with learning difficulties.
Yeah,
this is some bullshit. He's slurring. He's had a couple drinks on the drive over. Special does not mean retarded. Special means good. I bet you're thinking I'm special. Bet you're thinking I'm retarded. Fall for that trick. In Nick's video, Why I Hate Chud Logic, he lays out why he has no choice but to rape Chud Logic. You see, over the year, Chud has been taking jabs at Nick, such as the big sweep might be on. Nick describes these jabs as being akin to a sharp, thin blade severing his jugular.
When did this become...
The big sweep might be on, okay? The big sweep might...
So this guy stuck a dagger right into my neck the minute...
When did this become about... Nick Diorio all of a sudden. When did this become about Diorio?
We stopped talking.
I can't really take any of this seriously because back in 2020, these guys every day were saying that Tipster was cheating on his wife. You know, growing up is realizing that Tipster actually had the thickest skin in the entire commentary community. Thickest. They were calling him unfaithful. They were calling him a lolicon, chaser.
That's one way to put it.
It was just all oil off the Diddy's back. You know what I mean? You think Nick could have handled that? He was crying over the big sweep might be on. He probably would have topped himself over this. It's like you kicked Flamenco out of the commentary community because he got annoyed at Salvo calling him a pedophile. I mean, forgive me if I don't give a shit about your histrionics about the big sweep is on. That's sort of the entirety of the drama, by the way. I think the commentary community just isn't used to being pressed by someone who isn't either gay or mentally disabled. He does clearly try to paint a lot of narratives about Chud being a false accuser. I understand why he does this because
a forceful forward type blade. They don't know how to deal with that shit as squirmy little incels. I can tell you that shit because they don't know how to deal with this shit either as squirmy little incels. Sometimes I don't watch my own kind, okay? So like The Quartering, volatile, forward, angry, judgmental, volatile, forward, angry, judgmental, Chud, volatile, forward, angry, judgmental. I don't watch my own type because we're out there doing something to shape things differently. Now, I don't know about Quartering lately. I'm just saying his name because I don't fucking watch him. I don't care to. I don't want to know him. It's nothing personal. It's just not a personality type that fascinates me. People that I know, that I associate with, etc., don't really know about him, talk about him. It's not the same circle. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Asmon and shit is more entertaining to get to know. I don't want to know Burnt Peanut, though. I don't give a fuck. You know? So it's like, who is influential, who isn't, what they're saying, all matters to me. If all you're saying is like, trans people are evil, I'm not going to care about your messaging. That's such a limited fucking broad grab for just attention and stupid shit. You're not saying anything important. But if you're mixing it with a bunch of dumb yokel shit and gameplay and trying to pretend like you're a World of Warcraft boy, I'll get why you're doing it, Asmon, grifter motherfucker. Let's take the leftist thing, Blizzard, and try to say that should be more right-wing. how do we make a California libtard company have their player base turn against them because they're too woke? Let's involve video games with politics. Hello, Gamergate. Hello, Phil Fish. Hello, Anita Sarkeesian. Hello, Gamergate. And that's kind of the problem we're still dealing with years and years later. And you say, this guy's crazy. I say, all these voices were big in the fucking beginning days of Gamergate, of the fucking mundane Matt, the Thunderfoots, all that other shit. If you're not paying attention to then that's on you. It's a trickle down, guys. This is a trickle down. So, Chud Logic, son of Ralph, you know, like Chud, son of Ralph, like.
It looks quite pathetic to just say, I hate Chud Logic because you hurt my feelings.
Anyone that wants to claim that this is a nothing burger, okay,
I don't, so that's where I went into it.
Is the
Thank you.
podcast going on hiatus, dude?
I don't do this like, I hate just cuz.
Because the guy who was live when the allegations dropped wasn't comfortable with releasing a video until he knew it was happening.
Chud's point is in regards to the severity of the allegations, not the substance. Essentially, when the allegations came out, a lot of people were saying it was just basic relationship grievances and not worth talking about. They were saying that the allegation was that Tom's gay. And
so that's where I must have said earlier, I think I liked it. I think I just glanced at it for a second. I thought it was just basic, like, outing Tom. Maybe he was a little bit of a creep to his past 2 girlfriends. I didn't want to know more. I didn't care, etc. So, okay.
Shoved shit up his ass. And Tom, you know, he never addressed that. So realistically, that is still on the table. Or alternatively, up the ass. Chud's point is that obviously the allegations were of some severity, else Optics cucked Diorio wouldn't have put the podcast on hold. He's not saying it proves he's guilty, he's saying it proves the allegations are serious. Interestingly enough, after Tom's response and Brandon Buckingham Doxter, the allegations suddenly transformed from Tom having a big hairy dick to life ruination. Change your fucking tune on that one real quick.
So then I start responding to him. This is
Good
hours
old
later
Willie
after
Mac.
the video comes out. And I go, right. And so he goes, all the comments, not all the comments were about you. He's been doing this for quite a while. He's extremely vague on purpose so he can satiate his audience, but also take no accountability from me.
This is the point in the coverage where I realize, oh, I didn't realize you were having gay sex with the man. I was unaware that you two were in a homosexual relationship. I love that. I love that. Imagine saying that to a 40-year-old man, by the way.
Okay.
You're facing 30 and you're going to a 40-year-old man saying, oh my god, you're just trying to avoid accountability from me. Are you actually a homosexual? Have I misread this whole thing? I'm thinking I have no choice but to assume.
That specific age range. So y'all 30-somethings are a bunch of fucking idiots who think you know everything, but you're a bunch of blowhard fucking retards. Like, literally half of you are blowhard fucking retards. You grew up with Sonic. You're fascinated by spinning balls and shit. I'm not saying Diorio specifically, but I don't know the man. Anyway, he does like pinball. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Fuck, man. So we get into this zone of, like, we don't really know each other here, though, but we can assume based off of these little crispy parts, personas. So it's funny to watch somebody of that era try to, like, instead of listening to the elder who might know more or understand the situation because they've been in that before, instead of that, you'd rather belittle and then say, like, you know, oh no, it's you who are like this, and then the older guy says, no, that's not the case. And then the younger guy's like, why are you avoiding my claims? It's pussy shit. So I see where you're coming off with, you know, why the gay, bro? So I get it.
That they are just both gay. He really reveals a lot about himself here. He's a homosexual. I'd assume a bottom just from the nagging. A lot of speculation on my part, but I'd assume his ass is...
It's like I was saying, circle jerking all the way. It's just you caught him at the circular table already, so
blown wide open
whip out the lotion.
Butt plug, which comes standard as a member of the commentary community.
Yeah.
The Stonemasons had their signet rings.
Right there.
Commentary community.
We're at 1650, okay?
I honestly wouldn't trust any of these people to pass any allegations ever again, by the way. If this is...
It's like an oval table, dude. It's like an oval table. Shit. All right. So, I mean, you already caught them oval jerking. They're oval jerking over there.
Have the engraved DGG
give me that
plug,
signet
which
ring.
vibrates in Morse code and gives them
man.
talking points on stream. Nick sits with his fingers over the keyboard and he's hovering his fingers over the letters and he goes
mechanical keyboard.
And it spells
Loud
out
piece of shit.
support for Eli Klein is pivotal right now.
What?
Broadcast straight from Tel Aviv. It's an ancient
Jesus.
order known as the Synagogue of Stephen.
So-
After the Big Sweep is on incident,
So I never know who is anti-Jew or some shit and who's like just being a dick. So I don't know if that's the case with this. Please, again, do not assume anything about me because I'm watching somebody or saying commentary on people, you know? Assume things about me because of all my content. Thank you. Not just the one or two things. Thanks. Great. If you're going to assume, then, you know, get a bigger view of thy enemy. Sun Tzu, Art of War, understanding your enemy is the only path to success or whatever the fuck. Like, I think it's more like not understanding them. It ensures failure. I think that's more the wording. So understand thy enemy, fool.
they all met up in person wearing masks and cloaks to preserve their anonymity, so nobody can tell who's who if the cops come.
You guys seen Eyes Wide Shut?
50 boxes
It's a
of
fun
cheese
movie.
Pizza to Chudlogic's council house. The major concerns with Nicholas Diorio is that he is sucking off Ethan Klein and Israel far too much. And I think I'm a good person to cover this because I am the most moral faggy person in drama, but simultaneously the least principled. To be frank, I don't really give a shit because I don't watch him and I never really have. I think a lot of people who are concerned are either fans or friends, and to them it's like watching their son become like a homosexual. I'm an empath, so I'm trying to put myself in Nicholas Diorio's shoes, and I'm thinking, if I was spending $7,000 a week on food, would I sell out to Israel? And honestly,
Damn.
maybe I would. Maybe I would. Nick has not
If
listened
it makes
to the
DoorDash
people's
any cheaper, huh?
concerns, and now it has reached a terminal level called Anissa Joma is raping you on the
Oh my
Twitter
God.
timeline. It starts with Anissa Joma doing an Ela Klein impression.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Nicholas Diorio. What can I say?
Yeah, be big
you
fan.
do your research.
And I saw a couple people, they were watching this and they did a little laugh, like, haha.
Diorio, what can I say? You do your research.
Dude.
Oh, it's Sleepy.
Come on.
Sleepy
Why are
got
you pretending
butthurt?
you find
Hold
this
on.
funny? Why are you
This is
come on.
interesting.
Why
Oh,
are you
dude.
pretending you...
See, I like knowing the hierarchy of who, what, where, and when. Now, Sleepy's a strange one because he rests between certain zones of like support but not support for certain angles of certain conversations. I forget what it was. He's like, ooh, he was pro somebody on some weird angle. I don't know if he believes rape. Was that what it was? I mean, we got Ultimate Rape Revenge or whatever here. We got the OORR. Maybe Sleepy likes to watch him because of the October 7th. You know, I think it might have been something. I don't know. I remember Sleepy had I used to watch him for a little bit, and then he had a really shit take that was like, I thought you were left in some form. Now you're like defending rapists. Oh, okay. I think it was something pretty big like that. So let's hit play anyway. So I like seeing the hierarchy, thinking about it, memorizing the moment, thinking about this later. I'll double check on what I just assumed or thought about right now and maybe get back to you, maybe not. Oh.
Come on. Why are you pretending you find this funny? Why are you demeaning yourself in this manner? All that tells me is that you fake O's. You don't fight back. You just
I don't know
fake
who
the
the
O's.
fake,
so you
weird
can go home and cry
VTuber
about it
thing
in the
is.
shower like a raped loser.
I don't know who
Nicholas
that is.
Diorio, he doesn't do the little laugh. He instead goes, "That's offensive."
I'm a big fan of Nicholas Diorio. What can I say? You do your research.
What was my initial reaction? Like me. What? I was just mocking. Just mock the bitch. Well, I mocked Ela, so I'm not the biggest Ela fan. So no offense.
I don't know.
No,
Not
no.
only is that offense, it's also
I love Ethan. I think Ethan is like the greatest show I could possibly watch. I don't want to like insult his wife, but I like the shows that are more Ethan than anybody else. Let's put it that way. Let's just say I have a gay crush on the Jew. You want to put it the most offensive way? There you go. I like Ethan. I think he says stupid batshit shit. I think when there's not, I'm a man who's had a woman around who has controlled his personality. I don't like seeing the control. I like him being more unbridled and crazy. So it's not that I don't like her, but I understand the like, we could have a show without her folk. Not that that's how I feel. I like the randomness. I like the RNG of the show overall. And I like overall whatever makes Ethan happy is the way that the show should go. I believe in his plight. So I'm not going to have a hard stand for most people outside of the main host. because I'm there for the main host. Is more how I'll finalize that. But yeah,
like
go
it's
ahead.
a bad impression.
He has stumbled.
I could tell what she was doing pretty quickly. It was a 40% pretty good impression. It was pretty good.
Upon the rape.
I just think that you should go ahead and do it. So I have Hila saying that you shouldn't commit suicide, but as she's saying it, it sounds like she's encouraging it. So it's a really funny sound bit. Let me see if I can find
And
it.
he says, "You cut that out right now, Buster. You stop raping that Israeli woman right now. Support for Hila Klein is pivotal. Hila Klein is being raped by Anissa Joma." After this, he attempts to post hoc rationalize it to the chuds on Reddit by framing it as a hypocrisy argument. But it's pretty fucking obvious what he's doing. I mean, his audience is fat women, predominantly. He is trying...
Hey, girl with the microphone, how dare you? His audience is like... I think he said it so many times. It's like, what, 35-year-old women or whatever? Yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, Spitunia, how you doing?
Great. Hi, Bodhi. What were we finding? Oh, we're finding Hila. Say, I think you should just, like, go ahead and do it. She's talking about, like, calling the suicide hotline if you're thinking about killing yourself. But it sounds like she's just encouraging you to kill yourself. I don't know what it's called.
Stop. You're boring.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Dylan?
Shh. What the fuck, dude?
Dylan says...
Stop it! I even have... Rest in peace, King Cobra. Rest in peace, you fucking legend. Where's our Hila? Where is it? Encourage.
What are you waiting for? Go do it. Go be revolutionary. Stop sitting there like a fucking bitch waiting for someone else to start it.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it.
Do it, man.
Do it, man.
Please.
Just do
go
it.
fucking do it.
Just go ahead and do it, dude.
I can't go. Sorry.
That anybody who's thinking about it should just go and do it, because...
There, that was it.
I love trains. Maybe it's because of the autism, but...
Well, I mean, we know you're retarded, buddy. So anyway, we're gonna...
trying to signal to the fat women by calling it offensive. He doesn't even make a hypocrisy argument on stream. He just calls it offensive.
I mean,
and
I
that's
like
it.
girls.
And Anissa Joma
like
catches
girls.
wind of this.
Rather, I like the BBW girls. I like the pillow babes. What you gonna do, you know?
And she just calls him fat on the Twitter timeline. And then his greatest ally appears. Girl with a microphone. And she responds by calling Anissa fatphobic, to which Anissa just calls her ugly.
I mean,
at this point, Nick, you know, are you just not concerned?
As a former fatty, but still a fatty again, just addressing people calling you fat is a losing game. It's just showing that you're sensitive to the... All you have to do is go like this for a couple months. I'm not even kidding. Drink water and walk around the block for a couple months. Wow, you lost how much weight? Oh my God. Especially a man, that is significantly easier to do than for a woman. So while you're young, in your 30s, before you turn 40, 50, you should probably take some of that younger spunk and energy that you have remaining from not having an actual relationship with a girl for the last few years of your life and fucking away the fat there. You should probably take your loser ass the fuck on the street and just walk out your sexual frustrations instead of just masturbatorily sitting there on camera like some 40-plus-year-old withering the fuck away while people say the same about you. You should get the fuck out of your house and go walk around the block. I know, but at least I'm aware that that's all it'll take instead of like a lifelong of self. Not to shit on Diorio, but to shit on these other fat dudes that I've known my whole life who they'll kind of resent the world. And it's like, McDonald's didn't force you to eat it and isn't the one reason why you're fat. Like, there's many factors to this shit, and to get into this, like, shell zone of, like, I'm offended. Oh, why? Fatty? Get the fuck over it. People call me fat, and I'm like, that, really? You finally got to that one, huh? Shit. I would have led with ped before fucking fat, but you're gonna lead with fat? That's how dumb fucking lackluster your insult book is? Okay, buddy. So, it is what it is. It's the lowest grade, easiest fucking insult to throw at an appearance. Fat, you know? It's like saying, what's that? Anorexia nervosa or whatever the fuck needs to eat a hamburger. What's her name? She's not a Dimmu Borgir, Cynthia Erivo or whatever. Right. Anyway,
are you not concerned that the top guy here is a fat, ugly lesbian and Tectone? He is woken up in a bed on Epstein Island. Tectone on his left, Nuxtaku on his right. Go with a microphone, lazing by his feet like a pig.
What are we
And he's not
doing?
even leaving the bed. That's the crazy thing.
Are you saying that Nux is fat? Do you think Nux is fat?
don't know if you can't physically lift yourself to leave or if you just don't want to.
Buns are a problem. Literally everyone I know wears a bun a lot of days. It's like they make the most innocuous things into a problem.
Buns are a problem. There's a reason I don't wear them. Keep your hair down, keep it pretty, keep it separated, keep it well brushed, etc. Samurai buns, what was that cool for like 2 seconds for dudes to do and not cool? Don't do that. Don't do top tails. Don't do any of that weird shit, dudes. Just be nice to your hair. Let it droop. Don't wear hats. We've been over this. Okay, great. Continuing.
It is like an abusive partner. Exactly.
Dude, how do you not watch that and think, why the fuck have I tangentially connected myself to a woman who thinks that being called fat
I hate
is akin
having
to
these
being
on.
raped?
I really do.
You might think this is bad
I gotta
enough
look like
that
the rest of
Anissa is
them.
calling you fat,
Fucking
you have no
hate this
comeback
shit.
whatsoever. But it got even worse because Anissa tracked down an embarrassing clip
I
of
fucked with my
Tonka Saw
ears.
raping him years ago.
Tonka, when did the tears come out of my eyes? I was crying.
When did the tears come out of your eyes? Probably when that girl said she wasn't your girlfriend on that post. That was the saddest shit I've ever seen.
What girl said she wasn't my girlfriend?
When you
What-
posted a picture of you holding somebody's hand, just trying to be vague about it, and then they're like, "You have a girlfriend?" And the girl's like, "No, he's my best friend."
Dude, you have no idea what you're talking
That was funny
about.
as fuck.
It's hilarious.
You got friend
That was
zoned?
funny as fuck.
No,
Okay,
you
so
got
that didn't
friended.
happen.
My
Nick,
personal
Nick,
life-
did that happen or not?
Did it happen or not?
happened.
Oh!
Picture of you holding
Oh, it did
somebody's hand,
happen. Oh.
fucking some shit, and then they're like, "Do you have a girlfriend?" She's like, "No, he's my best
Oh,
friend."
it's
he's not my
Sleepy.
girlfriend."
Sleepy is posting this. See, I don't mind. I
It's
don't
not
mind
your personal
Sleepy.
life.
But,
It's a tweet you made. It's a tweet you made, Nick.
Publicly,
Nick, it's a
especially
tweet you
people I'm
made. That's
fucking
not your
talking to.
personal life.
Do not.
Right.
It's a
fucking
tweet
bring
you
up
made.
who I
It's not your
talk to
personal
in my
life.
fucking personal
It's a
It's a tweet you made. It's not your personal life. He's very much right in saying that. You made it a public thing. So, LOL. Like, my private life. So if it wasn't on maybe Twitter, if it was maybe like Facebook, maybe I'd let you have a little bit more of that argument. But as is, if you're posting some shit on Facebook and you're saying, or not Facebook, on Twitter, and you left it vague and it's you holding a girl's hand, and then the girl immediately got onto that and said, "We're just friends." Yeah. Yeah, we all know what that means. I shouldn't have to point it out. Okay. Jesus.
Tweet, not your personal life, dork.
Oh, whoa! You think it's cool to talk like I intentionally don't name people like that specifically because I keep that part of my life very often.
And so that's where ad hominem, again, we catch Diorio backing out and saying, you know, why aren't you addressing my allegations instead of just like, you know, having the normal conversation with somebody. They back out, they create a straw man. Everybody gets into this ad hominem, bad faith, next gen way of fucking debating when they're pressed. So you guys get pressed really fucking fast too these days. So you have a bad debate style, you have a bad defense style, and if you could just be honest and not hypocritical pieces of shit to begin with, you wouldn't have to get into these, you know, goalpost fucking personas constantly. So that's on you. Now, keep flexing, keep getting loud. I'll keep going like this because I'm trying to get the hair off my fucking hip. There we go.
The internet.
No, you don't. You try to post it and look cool, and you didn't look cool.
It was her idea to make the fucking post in the first place. I told her. Not
I'm
to
sure
comment
it
on
was.
She did. That's none of your fucking business.
Then why'd you post it on Twitter,
It
Nick?
doesn't belong in this argument.
It's none of my
I mean, she could have been trying to like clout chase or something, but we're not looking into that angle.
business. Why is it up there, Nick? Why'd you post it if
Dude,
it's none
all
of anybody's
you guys have
business?
is looking into people's personal lives, and it's really
How is this your personal life, Nick?
Why are you bringing it up
posted
in a fucking debate, Tonka?
Because it's funny, remember? It's about
Yeah,
things that
dude,
are
you
funny. We're
You are
debating?
fucking
We're debating, Nick? Is that what's happening? Oh, didn't...
I could see where him bringing it up was like off topic himself, but I don't know what this was about.
I mean, this is just devastating.
He hung up, huh? How did this start? Hold on. Forgive me for this.
him years ago.
But
Tonka, when did the tears come out of my eyes? I was crying.
when did the tears come out of your eyes? Probably when that girl said she wasn't your girlfriend on that post.
But then what was this in reference to initially? Was he arguing with him about the defense of Hila? Was this that same issue they were just discussing, and then he just brought this up as like a side point? That's pretty fucking funny. And then, so it's like you're taking that low-hanging apple. There you go. And that's really easy bait for these people. So just like going for the fat commentary is really easy bait. Just like just this, you know. You didn't actually hold her hand. Really fucking easy debate. So, or bait rather. I call this your shoe is untied. This is a bad faith tactic from the right wingers out there. And instead of them actually addressing anything you're saying, etc., they just keep saying that your shoe is untied. And you know it isn't. This is like the 4th time you checked. You don't even want to let them catch you glancing down at your fucking shoe anymore. But somehow they keep getting you to believe that your shoe is untied. That's just because they keep saying it over and over. This is another bad faith debate tactic. So it's shit. So when either side wants to be more genuine and actually, you know, talk, either side is there for it. So I understand why Diorio might have left, because clearly he was not there for it anymore after he brought up the tear shit. He was already leaving the conversation on his end. So that's a way of being a coward and squirming out there as much as he just left, because it was already a pointless conversation. So I can understand where this might have dissolved, or what we just watched a little bit there. So, okay. So that's basically the end of the video.
I keep that part of my life very often.
We're just watching this until
is just devastating.
Hey,
we're debating?
Okay.
We're debating,
So
Nick?
let's
Is
finish
that what's
this bitch
happening?
up.
Oh, did Nick? I mean, this is just devastating at this point. I'm not even sure if he's going to continue covering this if she keeps raping him like this. I mean, honestly. In conclusion, Nicholas Diorio needs to stop being a faggot. Turkey Tom needs to take the diapers off. William Akshow needs to watch The Greatest Story Never Told. Tommy C probably needs to stop drinking, to be honest. And then we'll be back.
Okay. Oh, is that? Was that? I know what that was from. Wes Anderson. What are you watching Wes Anderson movies over there? Things are going to be bad for a little while. What are you talking about, Muda?
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and I kind of...
Wait a second. Do we need to summarize that last video at all? No, not at all. It just kind of washed over us, didn't it? Where did the Turkey Tom aspects of the fucking... I don't know. So he... I didn't really go into the stuff that was revealed on Kiwi Farms. It just kind of hinted towards its legitimacy. So I guess if you guys want to know more, go there your fucking self and just type the name in the search bar. Good luck. They're watching you. Don't use the passwords you use. Don't use a normal email. Don't use any of that shit when you make a Kiwi Farms name. No duh. Yeah, no duh. Don't do that.
I don't want to work off the video we made yesterday talking about why you should never use ChatGPT.
Why did I do that? Because I'm cocky. I don't give a fuck. No.
Not because, you know, it's in my opinion probably the worst LLM chatbot that you can use.
So GPT is really bad. He's not wrong on that. And it's gotten specifically dumb since like March 1st. Let's see. There's changes in the waves here. And it's GPT specifically is starting to not give you anything ever and make you ask certain questions more, even though they're really basic questions. So it's just farming your vocal data for like the Google voice bot. Like it's just refining its voice bot at this point. It's already stolen all of your personal information, etc. It has these little subsystems in to where it's just stealing your voice, and in the meantime it's peeling through everything about your existence, assuming everything, and stealing what it doesn't assume. So there you go. So he's not wrong. GPT is the worst one when it's so big and so used that it's just blatant about how not useful it is when it comes to you as an individual. Gemini is a little bit more willing to trick you and actually be a little bit more helpful, and give you a little bit more of that like self-hallucination. So it will let you think you're right. And it will pull from actual reality to let you think you're right. GPT will block you on shit. Ask GPT about Sam Altman and his sister. And then ask ChatGPT if it believes in rape. And then ask those exact same 2 questions to Gemini, and you'll see the clear difference of how they interact with you. Not whether the accusation is true or not, or what the bot thinks, but how the bot replies when you ask it a question about their millionaire creators. Think about it that way. They're masters. When you ask a question about massa, see how each one fucking acts when you ask that question. It's fascinating. Grok is also right down that lane of like protect the fuck out of billionaires, etc. Talk to ChatGPT about The Wildest Night and how each one interprets Elon's musings about wanting to join Epstein on the wildest night and having disregarded his commentary about going other nights. He only wanted to be there on the wildest night and what that might mean. Ask that to each one of the 3 bots and see what each one acts like. The Grok reply, you're going to love it. You're going to love that one. So yes, they're useless as ever. I would argue for AI music is a good productive toolbox, but only in terms of instrumentals and helping people who need the help. Diplo, I guess you need the help because you're a loser without any arpeggiators and oscillators and modulators, right? You can't afford that shit, Diplo. You're a poor, shit kicker, bad garbage artist from a basement. You're a dumb basement boomer without any fucking tools, and you need a AI to help you crank out music. Wow, what a fucking untalented piece of shit. But anyways, me, who is using that same music to make actual good talent, I bet you I could make a better AI song on Suno than Diplo could. Bring it on. Bring it on. You get 1 hour to crank out a nice prompt, some good lyrics, and pick one song and then present it. Okay, and then I'll do the same, and we're going to see who likes the song presented better. Okay, it doesn't matter what genre, it doesn't matter what this and that. It's all in the prompt, baby. Game on. Good luck. Okay, fantastic. What are we doing? What are we doing?
And by the way, I'm not talking about other things that OpenAI produces. They obviously make things like codecs. You know, people who use this stuff to actually write code.
Well, or like, you know, some Google Nano Banana, fucking Gemini making pictures. We're not here for this nonsense.
I'm talking about basic fucking ChatGPT that it seems like everyone and their grandma needs to use to do like a simple web search on the internet these days.
It's definitely just gotten better to just do a normal Google search, unfortunately. Yeah, for about 2 months now. Just regular Google search, you'll probably get more information. I'm not kidding. Not to mention, a regular Google search has become AI, and within about 3 questions, it will just send you to some web links anyway. So,
because basic Google search sucks so much dog shit that a lot of people are now relying on LLMs that hallucinate all the fucking time to look up shit on the internet.
So as bad as Google search is what you're saying, is it's pointless to ask the AIs because they'll just lie and hallucinate to you for the next 10 minutes, and you're better off just picking through that your own stupidity search of the Google. Right. You know, you just get past the first 2 pages of sponsors, you know. It's easier to do it that way these days. Correct.
Regurgitating information from AI slop websites all day. You know, I have a serious disdain for ChatGPT, not because I'm somebody that's against progress. I love technology.
Me too.
I'm even going to come here and say I think AI shit is pretty fucking cool.
Yes. So it's hard to be like knowing where your defenses lie within AI. Like, where is it good, where is it bad? I have always said that the criminal aspects of AI have quickly taken over. They took over first thing. They're the biggest aspects of AI. It's a grand tragedy. And we need to get rid of that, whittle that shit down, defend ourselves, and use the art for what it's for, which is art. It's just art. Visual art, word art, etc. So we don't need that art tricking us. So we shouldn't be, you know, absorbing all this AI media in terms of the videos we're seeing. To know that some grandpa out there might have legitimately thought that Trump was flying a fucking jet and dumped a bunch of poop over Chicago or whatever. There's one dumb boomer out there might think that's real, might think that's the case. Okay, you never know. One dumb greatest generation who's still alive might think that video was fucking real. We don't know that, you know.
Local artificial intelligence. I made a video yesterday where I showed you guys how to run this shit on your actual computer.
Oh,
and
no,
you didn't need like, you know, a 4090 or a 5090 to run some of these models that exist. And you know what? Once you connect that shit to the internet, you'd be surprised at how good this stuff can be, even in comparison to the biggest shit on the largest platforms. But of course, ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not going to do that.
One of the things that I kind of wanted to do that unfortunately I think I've completely given up on is building a local AI super server in my home. Something that I could control my whole house with, run my Docker containers, run my gaming systems all in a nice server rack.
I remember him talking about that.
That would be in my basement and just basically plug through the rest of my house with thin clients. Some real home of the future type shit. And why did I end up basically cutting that out? Well, I'm going to show you what RAM prices look like, okay? So these are DDR5 RAM prices. I'm currently on DDR4 RAM. My system is actually quite a few years old. I don't really have that much of a reason to upgrade. And even if I
paid some good fucking prices for my shit then.
I do want to upgrade. One of the things that I did back in the day was buy 128 gigs of memory.
Fuck, you know? Yeah, dude.
Like, here's my system. Like, if you look at it, man, I've got a simple little, not a super simple system, but I've got around 128 gigs of memory.
Fucking crazy.
You know, back then I ended up buying this for like probably $300 to $400. I had the money for it, and I was like, you know what?
You got it.
This is a real enthusiast grade upgrade. I was actually doing a lot of super virtual machine stuff, even in my personal time, as well as on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I figured, might as well be a good buy.
Picking through your
and I think it might be
shit.
the best investment that I ever made because the return on it is fucking insane. If you go back...
Well, and then like COVID hit and shit, and that just, it would all got fucked. The AI, the COVID, the this and that. So anybody who has RAM from like right before that, or video cards from like right before that, congratulations. Hi. It's, you're smart. You bought it a good time. You did it just at the right... I know I did. Anyway, smoke weed, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, guys? Smoke weed 420. Smoke weed. It's not 420 anymore. It's not 420 anymore. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm almost about done with this shit anyway. We're looking at 2 hours. I watched some crap. We watched some crap. You watched some crap. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? Why would you do that? The film that killed everybody who made it. Is this some radiation thing or something?
In 1977, a film crew spent weeks, possibly even months, standing in a poisoned river in Estonia.
Nice.
Nobody told them about the chemical plant upstream.
Hey.
Turns out they did. Years later, Andrei Tarkovsky was dead of lung cancer.
Oh, wow.
So was his wife, and the lead actor, as well as the cinematographer.
Oh, wow.
The film they created is considered one of the greatest ever made. It's also an exercise in daylight robbery.
Видите ли, сталкер в каком-то смысле призвание. У него биография пострашнее.
The working class side picked.
So they died. That's
frame
cool.
had even been
That's so cool, dude.
But it ends with their paralysis. The stalker.
I kind of want to watch that then, just to know that like the environment around them is fucking murdering them. All their fucking movies. Wow, that's really cool, actually. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I might do that. Bleh. So let's see here. What do you guys think?
I think you're just retarded.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Well, about what you think then, okay? Maybe I don't want your opinions.
Shoot them all and let God sort them out.
That's right, Marge. You got it. That's right, Marge. You I like my soundboard. You guys don't have a soundboard with all your own custom sounds on it? You guys don't ever like do art? Well,
we lost the console war.
That's why. You know, that's why. It's because we lost that console war. We're not smarties anymore. We're just dumb. We're just the dumb people. So what is this Otterly Noah and shit? So I don't know this person. I don't want to look into it. That's where I was like earlier, like, I don't care about the quartering shit. I don't want to look into it. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of corners where it's none of my business. I don't give a fuck. These aren't my circles. Even if I might be theirs, I don't care. I don't care what you think you are. I know what I the fuck am, bitch. And I'm just a guy sitting here watching fucking Steve and shit, you know?
Pretty much impossible to burn. I really think I burned this. You can throw whatever you want in them.
I really think I burned this.
Beef patties,
I've burned some shit like that before.
In lieu of salt and pepper, a healthy dose of this. Don't Google how they make it. Double layers, because this is going to leak. I really think I burned this.
You gotta...
Okay.
You gotta keep it rolling.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good on this side. Doesn't smell burned one bit. Okay.
Did you cook the meat?
It's not bad, really. Very potato-y. Yeah. Crispy.
Okay. Very cooked. Okay.
I've done a few foil pouch dinners in my time.
Good
They're nice
shit,
and easy.
dude.
Pretty much impossible to burn. I really...
Did you see his most recent one here? The 2 nights in a camping...
Hey guys, welcome to camping.
In a medium or whatever, median. It was interesting. It was a good video, you know. It was a good video. Very calming, that channel. But I don't know. I'm pushing 2 hours right now. I'm not going to bullshit. So this is basically me leaving. This is a have a good day. Have a good night. Happy 420. I'm glad that you guys got the opportunity to get high and like have some kind of, you know, holiday with like-minded folk. Look at all this war shit. See all the war shit? Remember yesterday with the shotgun video and he was like, this is how we forget about war. Well, yeah. Oh no. Japan issues advisory after 7.7 earthquake.
1週間以内にマグニチュード8以上の大規模地震が日本海溝、千島海溝沿いで発生する確率が平常時は約 0.1% であるのに対し、これまでに世界で発生した地震の統計データに基づけば
Man, I hope Japan doesn't get like fucking swallowed into the ocean in my lifetime or anything. Jesus, what a fucking tragedy waiting to happen, dude.
今後1週間に約 1% の
ですね、今回の地震の発生によりまして北海道の根室沖から東北地方の三陸沖にかけての巨大地震の想定震源
And that's where the epicenter of the rumble was, at a 7.7 fucking magnitude. That's fucking insane, dude. Jesus.
今後もし大規模地震が発生すると巨大な津波が到達したり強い揺れとなる可能性があります。
A little bit of a chance of tsunami shit happening. We gotta watch out out there, guys. Take care, you know. These days, though, tsunami just means, you know, a little bit of... But that does bring a lot of damage. We found a one of a kind.
I found this car on eBay after it had been found in a Detroit junkyard face down in the mud for 30 or 40 years. I learned that it is a 1959 Tsar car. It's a one-of-one prototype. The CEO of the company went to jail for running a gambling ring across the U.S.-Canadian border, and the corporation ended at that time. I bought it for $13,000. It's all based on a Fiat 600, so they contracted with Fiat to import all of the running gear, the suspension, and everything everything. And then the Czar Corporation, the only corporation in Canada planning to build cars, built the body. And at the time, fiberglass was still kind of a unique creature, and not everybody knew a lot about it. So this was unique in that it was all fiberglass body and tub. Also unique to that era were the bubble top, which is great for looks, but it is terrible in the summer. It's like sitting in a microwave. All I've really done is get it running and drivable somewhat. The engine is in the back. You can see here it's all just way more space than is really needed for the engine. You would never put anything else back here. The other thing back in the 50s were the fins. So you'll see that the car kind of has almost like a 59 Chevrolet look to the side, but it really ends there. It's not well finished. It's kind of random design. I found this car on eBay after it.
And please don't fucking ram my car from the back, because that bitch is gonna go the fuck right up in flames, dude.
Brand new, and it's seen better days. Here it is at our local swimming pool, 71 years ago. Let's see if it'll fire up after being parked for half of a century. It looks like we got a fairly complete flathead V8 with a bunch of rat turds. Let's throw a battery in it and see if it'll crank over.
What? Shut
well,
up,
the
dude.
starter solenoid's bad. I found one, and I don't think this truck's running
it's not
anytime
just gonna
soon.
start, no. Not after that fucking long, dude. What? Shit.
Well, I guess it does run.
Good job.
In the turn. Oh boy, we're smoking.
Dude.
Oh gosh. Oh.
I love getting those old stinky pieces of shit going again. That's fucking great. Good work, good work. I was the light holder for my dad when he'd fix up the old cars and shit, so I get that feeling, you know? Starting your fucking beast up. I have computers for that feel. This generation doesn't really have cars as much as the previous did, so some of us car guys turned into computer guys. You know, he wouldn't be able to fix a computer, build a computer worth shit, but I'll crank that bitch up. I'll make a 333 megahertz fucking, I got some 64 sticks of RAM. I got some fucking, 4 megabyte sticks, or we'll get that old bitch going. So it feels good when you hit that button, and it's always nice getting those old machines going. Dude. I've seen a lot of these videos starting to proc up.
My name is Harry Dresden. Open the door.
I can't get in. The lockpick is too complex. That's great. So I guess that is that for what this is. I'm getting the fuck out of here is now. That's it. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm leaving. I'm going to go play some games or something. I just kind of wanted to get in this weird video and, see a thing, feel a thing. I kind of want to check out the H3 Trisha Paytas thing that they covered today, but I'll just let that exist over there. I don't care enough. And the rest of this is just the rest of this, so I'm just going to book it. We saw this yesterday. You know what that means? We go like this. We say, not interested. Okay, great. Oh, horrors broadcasted on TV. Yeah.
Sports.
Dude.
Jess Barber.
I should have went through this fucking video.
And David Sheehan.
And Brick Tamlin.
It was yet another edition of Channel 4's Afternoon News.
What's going to happen?
The format of this KNBC Los Angeles broadcast was that of any other local news station back in 1987.
What's going to happen?
Facts and predictions about the weather, a detailed rundown about the current traffic situation, sports commentary, and updates about whatever's happened around town since yesterday's broadcast.
What's going to happen?
But Channel 4 did have a segment that set them apart from other similar stations.
Okay.
Fight Back.
Okay.
Starting in 1976, this weekly program, hosted by David Horowitz.
Do you think he's going to be shot?
Consumer advocate show.
I feel like I've heard that name before. You think he's going to be shot? You think he's going to be
businesses
shot?
that were taking
You think he's going to be fucking ran over? You think he's going to be shot?
Or companies that were knowingly skimmed.
You think somebody's just going to jump on the camera and just shoot him in the fucking head?
Format, one that would go on to win David a regional Emmy and many
3
appearances on Johnny Carson.
2
The August 19th
1
edition of this segment started off much like any other, but it wouldn't remain that way. As
You get
Horowitz
shot?
is live talking to
Oh,
viewers
here we
about
go.
mail order shopping, a man is sitting at the back of the studio, watching the program being filmed. He's 34-year-old computer programmer Gary Stolman, son of former KMBC health reporter Max Stolman.
Health.
This was his second
Ironic.
time at the studio. He had been there a day prior as well. He'd been given an access pass after telling staff he never got an opportunity to see his father live on the air. And though his dad was
Interesting.
now retired, he merely wanted to get a sense of what the world of television production may have been like.
And they let him on.
Kirsty Wilde, Gary's father's former
I want a
colleague,
sense of
said she
that.
got
You
the
guys gonna let me
impression that Gary
backstage? I
seemed
won't kill anybody, I promise.
A little unstable, or maybe not very bright.
Okay.
The KMBC staff thought that this onlooker currently watching Fight Back being produced was just a bit of an odd duck. Someone who clearly had an interest in what their father used to do, and maybe TV production as well, but not somebody with bad intentions. Right?
Do it. Pull that trigger.
Approximately
Pull that
4:42,
trigger.
Gary gets out of his chair.
Trigger.
He walks up to the monitors.
Shoot him in the head.
And then past
Shoot him in the
walking
head.
right onto the floor of the set. Before anybody can
Actually,
stop
I
him,
think I've
he
seen this
positions
one,
himself
by the
right
way.
behind David.
Yeah.
Before Horowitz even notices he's there,
3.
Gary pulls out a gun
2.
and sticks it right
I've
into
seen this
David's
one.
side.
1. Yep.
Pardon
I've
me?
seen this one.
What is this? Let me see what it says.
Oh.
He then hands David a notepad with several pages of hastily written paragraphs
Better do what he
on it,
says.
instructing the anchor that he'll kill him unless he reads the entire thing live on air.
Yeah.
Folks, we have someone on the set who's standing here and would like me to read this.
Call
this,
now,
this
he
copy,
said.
which was just handed to me. You want to tell me your name or not?
As the staff are watching this situation unfold,
He's stalling.
Tom Capra, the news director, shockingly orders that the broadcast be cut. The monitors all go dark, an obvious indication to the gunman that his instructions were not being followed. But luckily, Gary didn't seem to notice, and David begins reading his manifesto.
I was warned in 1981 by someone with connections at the CIA to stay off the computers, that they didn't trust people on computers.
It would take David about 8 minutes to get through the whole document, which detailed a wide range of bizarre claims, such as Gary's father being replaced by a CIA-created clone, which was apparently in conjunction with alien forces that were trying to take over the U.S. government. The
God
manifesto
fucking
also
damn it.
made mention of the AIDS virus being a CIA bioweapon,
Yeah.
and it also
Like
frequently
COVID.
brought up CIA mental hospitals. Gary wrote that he was forcibly committed to one of these secret psychiatric facilities where he was
No,
denied
he's probably
proper
just doing
care,
meth.
instead being held against his will while the
Something like
CIA
that, you know?
attempted to brainwash him.
That's crazy,
Upon
bro.
being released, his records were supposedly erased, and all traces of him ever being in these facilities would permanently vanish. There is an element of truth to that last part. Gary Stolman had been involuntarily committed several times to mental health facilities over the years.
Oh my God.
He was an unstable individual, marked by a troubled past. And here he was, holding a news anchor at gunpoint.
Yeah, right. So.
After a tense 8 minutes of David reading Gary's manifesto, he gets to the end, at which point Gary places his gun on the table, which is quickly grabbed by David's co-anchor.
Okay.
Security runs up and grabs Gary, and the police officers that were already waiting for an opening
Then I
storm
haven't
the
seen
studio
that
to
one.
arrest him. Everyone would soon learn that Gary hadn't even had a real gun.
No.
It was merely a BB gun, one that hadn't even been loaded.
Oh, come on. So I've seen Faces of Death and shit, so. Where's the one where the guy's just preaching in the middle of the stage and then he just fucking caps himself? Where's the one where they do just have a guy pop off the... That wasn't the one. The one where he hits him from the side, he just hits him from the side. You don't see the guy pop up behind him. There's no, like, person. It's just a hand and a gun. Okay.
Only a few minutes later, the news would return to air, with rattled anchors doing their best to explain to shocked viewers what had just occurred.
Well,
Gary would be charged with
shit.
false imprisonment and commercial burglary, the latter being applied due to him entering a commercial building with the intent
Toy gun, toy gun, toy
to shoot
gun.
up
Okay, what's the next
Contra-
one?
by arguing that allowing a gun.
Okay, what's the next one? Come on, come on.
Who stated that normally in a situation like this, you would allow the gunman to have their say, as having to later clarify a
yeah, no, that
message
was
to
fucked
viewers
up.
is better than someone being killed. I would like to
Yeah.
hear what you guys think, though.
To have turned the camera off like that was kind of fucked up. It's the reducing of the manifestos, though. I understand that point with how many fucking psychos and fucking retards want to run around and shoot people. I thought I was leaving. I'm not leaving at all. We're doing this. I wanted to watch this the other day. I think this is a great fucking video. I didn't want to watch this alone. What's the next one?
In early 2018, Sinclair Broadcasting Group would require local news anchors in the stations they owned to read a specific script one day, warning about the dangers of fake news to American democracy. The problem is, Sinclair doesn't just own a couple local news stations.
No, they own like everything.
They own almost 200, a sizable percentage of the total.
You know who owns the rest of them? That's like Clear Channel Communications or whatever. You know who owns the rest of those ones that those two don't own? I don't know, Warner Brothers?
Amount of local news broadcasters in the USA. This led to the creation of this supercut, featuring all these local anchors giving the exact same speech.
Yeah, everybody's
ironically talking about how
talked
special
about
interest
this,
groups
looked
can
at
manipulate
this,
average people through media.
said that this is
You might
why
think you're getting your news from local journalists who live in the same place as you and don't have any further agenda than simply telling you what happened around your area.
Well, I'm not going to like not respect them or not listen to them because of that.
You may not know it, but there actually used to be a rule in place called the Fairness Doctrine, where news outlets were required to present both sides of controversial issues, like Sinclair, and adopt more shock station, Suncoast Digest, a community affairs program that brought on local business owners and municipal officials to
what do you think's going to happen for this one?
Sarasota residents. Christine would also dedicate
it's Florida
show to shine a light on the more disenfranchised populations of Sarasota.
I feel like this guy isn't covering the particularly more fucked up ones, so
segments of the community.
We'll see how this one ends.
It's clear Christine approached her work with a very real sense of idealism, which
I think he's going for more mentally disturbing than actually like physically or
while Suncoast Digest was a work of passion and was by all accounts considered high-quality local journalism, it wasn't performing all too well. While other programs on the station were attracting upwards of 10,000 viewers, Christine's program averaged around 500, with the maximum being 1,000. WXLT was a small local station, and it had a lot of competition. For them to stay afloat financially, they would have to ensure that all their programs were performing adequately. Management would demand that Christine pivot the direction of her program to feature more sensationalized, crime-heavy content, essentially asking her to fearmonger the Sarasota locals instead of instilling a sense of empathy for marginalized communities like she had been trying to do. Her news director would use the phrase, "If it bleeds, it leads." While many local news broadcasters in America were already making this pivot towards
still doing that shit to these days.
WXLT had been a pioneer in this shift. They had already been
fear-mongering content sells a lot more, doesn't it?
Programs mostly focusing on local crime and violent incidents. Suncoast Digest was a stark outlier in the network.
Still talking about the same shit.
Christine would eventually give WXLT exactly what they were asking for, just not in the way they expected.
Yes, what did she do? She's the fucking catalyst? Let's go. Damn.
Go down in TV history for the darkest possible reason.
Ooh, good.
But 3 days prior, Christine would throw a big party at her oceanfront home. This was out of character. Chubbuck had been known to have a bit of a depressive streak. He was a very reserved and quiet person who mostly kept to themselves when not in front of the camera. Her mother, Peg, would describe her as, quote,
"Terribly, terribly depressed. She had a job that she loved, but she had nothing else in her social life.
No romantic attachments or prospects of any. He was a spinster at 41, and it bothered him. No, I'll say 39. Yeah, that's better.
She was smiling and having a great time with the 30-odd people she had invited.
Sure.
Her co-worker, sports reporter Craig Sager, would assume that Christine was finally coming out of her shell and showing everybody a different side of herself.
Sure.
Little did they know that this party would soon come to hold a different meaning entirely. Fast forward 2 days to July 15th. Suncoast Digest is about to go on air. Christine, again, appears to be in unusually high spirits.
That's great.
She informs the control room that she's planning to start the show with a newscast.
Why?
Something she's never done before. She said she had prepared a 10-minute long script. The producers found this unusual, but not really alarming. They noticed that Chubbuck had placed a bag under her desk on the show's set.
At
9:30 a.m., the show would go live. She would spend 8 minutes reading off national news headlines.
Can we see it? Can we watch it?
And then she'd attempt to play a tape depicting a shooting
are you just gonna play some
that had
pussy
recently
shit?
occurred at a nearby restaurant. But the tape jammed and wouldn't start. This was apparently planned. Christine then looked into the camera and stated the following.
In keeping with the WXLT practice of presenting the most immediate and complete reports of local blood and guts news, TV40 presents what is believed to be a television first, in living color, and exclusive
coverage of an attempted suicide.
She then reached into the paper bag, pulled out a .38 caliber revolver, turned it around, drew back the barrel, and pulled the trigger.
Oh, good job. Wow. Way to show them,
The shocked
huh?
staff initially assumed that it was some sort of practical joke.
Oh, no.
Some performance art made in protest of the station's editorial direction.
Great. Good
But as they
job,
walked onto
honey.
the set,
Good
they would
fucking
immediately
job.
realize
Wow.
that wasn't the case.
Great.
Multiple viewers
Who
would
saw
call the
that?
police,
Anybody
and
saw that?
emergency services would soon be on scene to take Christine to the
Wow.
hospital in critical condition.
That's fucking crazy,
In a bizarre
dude.
twist, Christine had actually written up a script in advance for news anchors to later use on air when telling viewers what had just happened. She even accurately predicted her own physical condition and what hospital she would be taken to.
Damn.
As a result, local news stations in the area would read off this script Christina wrote herself, describing her own attempt on her life. A day later, she would be pronounced dead in hospital at the age of 29. Christine Chubbuck would forever hold a place in history for being the first person to put an end to their life live on television.
There you go.
The network had wanted blood and guts.
So instead of like
and they
shooting
got into
places
the
up,
most
you should like
devastating
just
way
do yourself in some elaborate
This
way.
event
You know
would
what I
not only
mean?
be one of the most
I'm
disturbing
kidding
things
either
to
way,
ever
but
happen on a
like,
local news
you know,
program,
if you're thinking
but it
about
would
it,
also
you should
become
just
one of the
like.
best pieces
I'm kidding. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You can't call it lost media. The
Let's
tape of
see.
this whole horrible incident doesn't exist. But obviously, the news station is never going to release something to the public. As of 2016, the recording has been placed in the hands of a law firm for safekeeping. In 2021, though, a YouTube channel would upload what they claim to be an audio recording of this entire tragedy playing out. It lined up perfectly with all available public knowledge about the recording.
Fuck,
but how would
dude.
someone even get their hands on this? People didn't
Videotapes,
exactly take this
baby.
very seriously. At least until 2024. Tape Signal, a researcher who's dedicated to this case, would upload the first full episode of Suncoast Digest to the internet. While a few clips are floating around prior to this, the full episode being put up is notable because it had audio. This was the first time we got a chance to hear Christine on the internet. And the voice appears to line up perfectly with the audio of the incident uploaded 3 years prior.
Fuck.
I'll let you listen for yourself.
Yes!
Sarasota Memorial Hospital through the public hospital.
Oh, not
board
to
at
the
site
night, just
in
to her
Mineral
voice. Oh,
Springs.
come on.
A man by the name of David Lynn in the parking lot of Friendly Tavern on 27th Street.
Should Lemon Bay be turned down in its zoning petitions? And the whole thing is sort of scotched.
We did have a film report and a commentary by Bob Peterson.
It's hard to say how this person may have attained this audio.
It's
If
some
I had to
bullshit.
guess,
They made her
maybe
do
they
some
got a chance to
fucking
view the tape and they
bullshit.
discreetly started
It's
recording
whatever.
a voice memo on their phone.
She crazy,
It's obvious
though.
the audio isn't a direct rip, and it's instead a recording of a different speaker playing the original tape. That's my theory anyways, but if you have your own, I would like to hear it. Our first
I don't
two
care.
stories
I
today
don't care
both
enough.
played
I
out
don't have a
behind a
theory.
news desk on a studio floor, a controlled environment, where an incident of this manner could only occur after careful planning. Our next story takes us on location,
Come
to an
on.
unpredictable environment, where the worst case
Jesus.
scenario can happen much more easily.
All right, so in
First,
Fun
they
City,
live off the land. He built a shed, then a greenhouse, and finally, a sunken bungalow. This was a structure that was
And
built
in
to
his
exist
sungalow-
completely underground, with only the roof visible from ground level. The problem is, Albert never applied for any sort of permits or permission to build this house.
Oh.
County officials would regularly stop by to ask him about it, and he'd have a rotating set of excuses as to why he never got a proper permit, despite them knowing full well.
all right, he just die in his house. What
The
is this?
newscast starts with an interview with Dryden at the
I
gate
see a
in front
gun.
of his property.
I see a gun.
He tells the reporters that he would like to delay the demolition until the Secretary of State has had a chance to review the case, and that
I see a gun.
and a digger begins to move in to remove the fence blocking access to Albert's property. One of his friends begins arguing
Okay, goes
with him,
3,
and as that's happening,
2,
Dryden returns.
1,
Yeah. You understand?
0. Don't watch. Don't watch.
And you got a shot at this gun.
There's
He's
a moment
gonna-
of silence
he's
as
gonna
everyone
kill you.
takes in the escalation. Without saying anything at all,
You know that,
Albert
right?
would raise a gun and take a shot at Collinson. He'd then quickly scale the fence and shoot him again several more times. Chaos would immediately ensue. Everybody would turn around to run away, and as they were fleeing, Albert would fire off 3 or 4 more shots
Damn.
into the crowd. BBC reporter Tony Belmont would be struck in the arm, and police constable Stephen
So-
Campbell would be hit in his thigh.
Even the cops started turning to run away. Jesus fucking Christ. Principal America the other day tackled a guy with a gun in his fucking hand. You see people like shooting the fuck out of karate chop the dude's fucking hand as he's running or something. You're afraid you're gonna get shot by him. He's concentrating on the chase, the antelope, you know. So You'd have a chance, at least. I mean, run away, I guess, but fight or flight. And, I mean, I guess we're just always choosing flight. I don't know. Isn't that the more civil? I guess over there specifically, too, you're supposed to be flight. You're not supposed to fight. Because if you fight, then you go to jail for fighting the guy with the gun, right? Because it's all fucked up over there because you can't even have knives or whatever. You can't have guns. You can't have anything. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting. But there is those laws where it's like the guy tried to steal the other dude's bike and the dude beat the shit out of the dude who tried to steal his bike. So now the guy who beat the shit out of the dude, not the bike theft, is in trouble, you know? So it's like, okay, they got their thumbs up their ass over there in the UK. The UK. That's where we live from, yo.
The cameras would keep rolling, and Tony would give an eerie monologue to the audience while his arm was bleeding heavily.
Okay.
We tried to persuade the chap to move out the way and let the digger go in. And then a shot rang out at the chief planner, fell to the ground.
Albert would then retreat into a motorhome he had on his property, which would soon be surrounded by a large group of armed police officers.
He
He
shoot
yelled
himself?
out that the buildings on his land were booby-trapped with landmines and other explosive devices, and that he
Okay.
had a cache of hand grenades in the caravan he was currently hiding out in.
He
The
didn't.
standoff would last for hours, but Dryden would be captured after emerging from the motorhome holding an obviously unloaded gun.
Okay.
A full sweep of the property would reveal no booby traps or explosives.
No.
Albert had been bluffing. Tony and Stephen would be brought to the hospital, and their injuries would be successfully treated. The same can't be said for Harry Collinson, who immediately died on scene after suffering multiple point-blank shots.
Damn.
Albert would be charged with murder, attempted murder, and wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm.
There he is.
He'd plead not guilty
Saved his
on
property.
grounds of diminished responsibility, alleging that he had been mentally unwell the day the incident occurred.
Well, yeah, because they were taking his house.
Hooliganism.
So this is about the bomb. This is a bomb
English
or some
disease.
shit.
Football hooliganism would
Yeah, the
directly
English disease. I'll agree with that. I don't care. I don't care here.
enter the stadium.
I
more
really
quickly.
don't care.
Perfect storm of a crowd.
That's cool. That's
he
cool.
would be slapped with a fine of £6,500. Several other trials would occur revolving around the purposeful cover-up of evidence, but nobody would ever be found guilty.
Was it like a stands collapse or
With all
something?
these fans,
or...
estimate the actual
Right.
safe number to be somewhere between.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I'm bored of that
Coming out
shit.
to a wild weather weekend.
What you're currently watching is a news broadcast on KIMT.
Wild Weather
a
Weekend.
CBS affiliate in Mason City, Iowa.
Let's figure out what it ends
It's called
like.
Daybreak, an early morning news program.
Daybreak.
hosted
What was
by
what was the
anchor
one that the chick
Jody
was in?
Hustentrud. Every day in the USA,
Coast-
thousands of morning shows
Coast
like this
Digest or
all
something?
telling the
Okay.
same stories.
Something
And this
Digest.
1995 morning show on
Very
KIMT
generic.
is no exception.
Daybreak.
But this particular broadcast would soon gain a dark significance, because less than 24 hours after it aired, Jody Hustentrud would
be
disappear, never to be seen again.
She's dead. Hustentrud.
It ended up getting rained out though, so she spent a few hours socializing at the country club. But before returning home, she would stop by to see her neighbor John Van Sice.
He did it.
Together, they would watch a home video depicting a surprise birthday party he had thrown for her 27th birthday 2 weeks prior. Jody would then finally get home and turn in for the night. It wouldn't be a very long rest, as Jody was scheduled
it's
to come to the
caught
TV
on.
station at 3:30 a.m.
So we're not going to see it
but
not
she
on
didn't arrive
TV,
on time.
right?
At 4:10, producer Amy Coons would call Jody's apartment to check on her. Jody would answer, telling the producer that she had overslept, but that she would make sure to get to the studio in time to appear on the 6 a.m. broadcast. At 6 a.m., Jody still hadn't arrived, and Amy was left to anchor the morning show on her own. Her colleagues grew concerned. Jody had never once missed a broadcast before. At 7:13 a.m., they would call the police. Jody didn't live far from the station. She was only a 5-minute drive away. Police would find her red Miata convertible sitting only 12 steps away from the entrance of her apartment building.
Damn.
It likely would have taken only 30 seconds to walk from her door to her car. Police on the scene would immediately discover multiple pieces of evidence that suggested foul play. Several items belonging to Jody were strewn about the ground around her car, including a pair of shoes, a bottle of hairspray, a blow dryer, and a pair of earrings.
Damn, what a fight!
They'd also find a bent car key stuck in the lock on her car door, and even more disturbingly, they discovered drag marks leading from her car towards a street
Jesus
that connected
fucking
to the parking
Christ,
lot.
dude.
Police would show up on the scene, and it leads us to who canvassed the area.
So who did it? Who did it? I don't want to say. I don't want to say.
Criminals that had been living in the area.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Are we on Twitter right now? Oh, Christ. Oh.
What today is.
He then told her that it's the 10th anniversary of Jodi's disappearance. In the Hulu docuseries, the producers would show Patty some previously unreleased police sketches, drawn after witnesses came forward reporting a man who had been loitering in a suspicious manner outside Jodi's apartment complex shortly before she vanished.
Okay.
Patty's reaction was immediate. She said these sketches were her ex-husband to a T. The police have been investigating Brad since as far back as 2017, but they haven't been public as to any recent developments outside the new information documented in the Hulu series. Out of the blue.
Was it the black guy or this white guy? It's probably this white guy. I'm going to go with, it's probably this white guy. Okay, cool. All right, fantastic. So, what do we got next? Nothing? It's about right. I mean, allegedly, it was probably that guy. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Yeah. That's it. Horrors on the Internet Archive. Actually, that sounds fun.
We're going to dive into the...
Oh, it's this guy again. You have my subscribe. Just to page through your shit. This is interesting. I like watching these, like, these creepy ones. These, they got the ethereal music in the background and shit. I like watching those every once in a while. So that's a fun one. Who's this William Montgomery looking? Anyway, great. I think I'm good. I think I'm the fuck out. I think I'm TFO, guys. I think I'm the fuck out. Oh, has anybody been saying anything? I apologize. I've had the chat covered up. No! Here's the answer. Great. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to ditch the bitch, okay? That was fun, right? Is there anything anybody viewing might want me to cover or want me to know? Okay. Feds are coming, new weed laws. I don't believe that. What the Epstein files show, that's 2 months old. It's already too old. Too old, do not want. It's too old. Is that the Oreo right there? What is this shit? Can I not? Website from hell. Denies reality. Blizzard in a Walmart parking lot baking cinnamon buns. That sounds really peaceful. Yeah. That sounds really peaceful. Hi, guy.
Good morning. So I am in the Walmart parking lot right now. There's a bit of a blizzard rolling in. I don't think we're going anywhere today. I'm just in Calgary again, waiting on some packages, like usual. And I'm happy to say though, like the last of my packages.
Did you get the thing I sent you? You don't know what that's from? It's because you're a fucking loser. Did you get the thing I sent you? That's great. I'm leaving. The horrors on a... These are all just 2 months ago? Do you post like that frequently, or did you just recently like mass upload all your old shit? Okay. Siskel and Ebert, worst of 1996. That sounds fun too. These all sound fun. Should we check in with Japanese Man? Ooh, that's a game to play. That's a fucking game to play. You gotta be quicker. You gotta be quicker than that. What commercial is that from? I'm done. Dude, I fucking love Mega Man, of course. 10. Definitely not the right guy to pick first. Yeah, I can see why you're on a different game now. Rushing Beat. The fuck is Rushing Beat? Is this... what is Rushing Beat? Is it just Rushing Beat? Yeah, this isn't a game we have. This is not an American game, right? Do we not know that it is anything else? No, we don't know that it is anything else. Okay. I thought not. Rival Turf? Ah, I do know Rival Turf. Okay. But it's not that game. That's not Rival Turf. Okay. That's not Rival Turf. It's like a... It's like different. So did we just get a different Rival Turf? Like, than this? What? This isn't Rival Turf. People saying, you have wife and children, you will be fine. There is more to life for a man's fulfillment outside of his wife or his children. And this is another aspect of something that you guys don't get. You have to have your own hobbies. He will be fine. He has his own hobbies. This included. So don't shame him for one of his fucking hobbies while he's doing it. And however he wants to artistically display his fucking secondary hobby attached to his first one, you can fuck right off. Fucking shitty ass, fucking garbage ass, fucking excuse of a wannabe fucking man right here. Whatever you are. Okay. Whatever you aren't. I'll just say that to that guy. Anyway. This dude whole personality being a 52-year-old Japanese man. Good shtick. Good shtick. Like, and he did say 51 last year. So he's just it's my age. These are my hobbies. So good for him for being genuine and honest about that. In an era where you fuckwits just want to say, old man pushing 60, old man pushing 50 over here, old Andy pushing 50. Who's he think he is anyway, playing Street Fighter on his Super Famicom over here? Who's he think he is anyway? He's better than you, dumb bitch. Great. Get it? No. Oh, okay. Ego, undeserved. Great. Mike Matei and Cinemassacre. Story of Minecraft with Gadget. Why is this getting me? Hey, because I like Inspector Gadget. I was watching Inspector Gadget and Hey Dude earlier on my Internet Archive. I think it's tracking me. What do you guys think? Showing me Internet Archive, showing me all this shit. Okay, guys, I see you. Nobody wants to look at Zelda clones. Nobody wants that. There's a lot of those. Nobody wants that. Second time it's showing me that. Okay, here. What is this?
They're monsters.
Are you kidding me? This is a real fucking mask?
Sculpted for me by Chris Russell, based on artwork by me.
Wow.
And if you want to see that artwork, I'm hoping it's up there on the screen right now. It should have popped up. And you can see the drawing that I initially...
Dude.
Okay, go away now. That's too long. Okay. The drawing also shows up on the amazing tag that each one comes with, or is supposed to come with,
fucking
unless
brutal,
I ran out of
dude.
tags or forgot to put it on there or something.
Yeah.
The lovely tag.
From the island of Cardboardia. This guy's a fucking... You're a joke, dude. Alright, I'm immediately gonna sub and fucking already gave him a like. He's kooky as fuck, too. This is great.
It's another jack-o'-lantern.
Dude.
This one, once again, slightly different. Slightly
see
different
that.
arrangement of
What?
leaves and plant matter.
And the cork and
assorted
shit.
Bits and pieces from the ground of the pumpkin patch from which she rose.
So fucking
Right
cool,
there.
dude.
Now, if you're asking, if you insist on logic, like a backstory kind of thing, well, I don't really have one, because as I...
Each one's unique. They just kind of came up like that, each one of them. I like this shit. These bitches are fucking nice,
Some
dude.
farmers owned by by the head farmer, old Farmy McFarmerson. He was one of the Farmville farmers. Farmerson's pumpkin patch, and when the magic wand hit the ground, you see some magic sort of splattered out of it and got all over the pumpkins that were nearby.
Great.
And
I like this like
before you could
half AI
say,
shit. This is great.
That's a lot of Bizangagorkin. Suddenly,
That's a lot of
the pumpkins
Bizangagorkin?
sparkled with a kind of weird internal life and started to kind of form together and meld and morph into a female body shape. Okay? Why female? Because this is my
Oh, you know
story.
why.
I can have a girl if I want to.
Yeah, you know why.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the pumpkins sort of fused together and became Jackie Lantern. You
Okay.
like that? You
That's
don't.
good, that's
You want to
good.
know what happened to the witch? Well, she realized she had lost the magic wand and she came back to get it. But Jackie, the pumpkin woman, had already mistaken it for a lollipop given out on trick or treat and
Okay.
eaten it.
I was gonna
So,
say she ate it.
Sorry, witch.
Okay, okay.
Now this, as you may know, is an unpainted copy that is extra thick and stiff and rigid
Yeah.
and solid and sturdy, so that if I ever needed to, obviously pumpkin, orange, obviously kind of a brownish green, dull drab green.
Black, brown, just make it like a fucking sack hood. Yes, I can imagine another painting for that. Just really fucking just down, just fucking evil blacks, browns, just really, really degraded. That bitch would look so fucking wicked. She already does look really, that's a great design. And that one eye all fucked up too, that's really good. Okay, CDs are back. Dude, CDs have never went out of business. CDs are amazing. Know how you make it skip? Like that. Not like this. Like that. You gotta give it that wobble so the disc goes, oh, I can't take it. Which is this fucking thing, you know? And it's a terrible album. Am I gonna get a copyright strike now? Yes, I'm gonna get a copyright strike for this shit. So, flagship, what is this? FIO CD player. FIO? $250 fucking dollars. So no, I was stupid enough to get a fucking mini disc player. I don't think I'm dumb enough to get this thing. So, trick me once, shame on me. Trick me twice, shame on George Bush. Okay? So, I'm the fuck out. We're not going to stretch this to 3 hours. I don't care. We had some fun. We talked about a thing. We covered another thing for no fucking reason. It's whatever the fuck I want to do at any given time. That's how this show works. Are we going to watch the farting skunk girl for the next half hour? No. No. You can... I've already done that like twice on the show. You can go back and look at those. Are we going to kick ourselves in the nuts?
Cheers, I'm fucking serious, man. Welcome, guys, everybody over to Kick.
No, is the answer. We're not going to kick ourselves in the nuts, okay? So, rats like this. And it spits like this. I gotta go. Okay. Have a good one out there, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a nice night. Thanks to the 8 viewers that I had on the last stream. If you guys want to hop on your alternate accounts and give me a bunch of subs so I can beat that old dude with the gray-ass beard that was on my shit the last couple days ago, you know, feel free. If not, well, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I'm kidding. There ain't no competition out there, dude. Nobody cares about each other out here. It's a fucking bunch of foxes just nipping at each other's heels and dancing around. You know what I mean?
Spit. Love you, bro. Good night, all folks.
Thanks, Diorio. Good luck out there. I forgot I had that. Good night. I'm sorry about that, Diorio. I mean, yeah, I
Spit,
know, buddy.
love you, bro. Good night, all folks.
I know. You have a good one,
Spit,
too.
love
okay,
you, bro.
buddy?
Good night, all folks.
All right.
Spit, love you, bro. Good night, all folks.
Jesus.
Hey, welcome in, Spit Dragon.
No problem, Steel Toe. How's it going? Great.
Spit
thanks.
Dragon.
Oh, it's Tom Green.
Dragon. Spit.
That's right.
A Spit Dragon, folks.
Oh, even Trump said my fucking name.
Let's go. Hey, Spit Dragon.
Hi, Lily.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So...
Oh, rats.
I think I'm out. You. And I just got a copyright for that, actually. Can you believe that? The dog going, you, that's a copyright, too. So, well played.
You got a flambe.
You know who that is. You know the episode? You know that episode? It's a great episode. Yep. Oh, it's a yak burp. Yep. That's Wendy Williams doing a... Am I doing it? Is that good timing? I don't think that was good timing. Okay. Can I leave yet? Is this some kind of, zone where I can't escape from? Is this some kind of, what was his name? Kadash or some shit? What did I call my dog that was lost in the Nirvana time zone? What did we call our dog? It was something really cool. It was a very cool name.
Relationship comedy!
Yeah, we can't remember our relationships, though, so it's not funny, is it? What's our dog's name? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm leaving. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm going. I already left. Da-da-da-da-da. Today, yesterday. Yesterday, 420. Blah, 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 blah. That's it. I'm just hot. I don't want to wear all this shit anymore. I want to get off these stupid fucking dumb big headphones. I hate these big fucking overfed headphones. These big dumb fucking headphones. I fucking hate these things. They're so big and laborious and ugly and fuck. Oh, because I need the round the neck ones. That's why. I used to do the round the neck Sony ones. I need some new fucking headphones. I need a new microphone. I need a new life. Okay? That's right. I need a new life. One that don't make me feel 3 feet thick. One that don't make me sick. One that don't make me feel fucking 3 feet thick. That's it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play some piano and relax and do my own thing and maybe make some more music on my Suno or whatever the fuck, or, some more fake ass music that is not perfect and does not do what I tell it to do. Diplo. You dip. You dip. Anyway. Bye. Why are you still here? Bye. Why are you still here? Bye. You can go now. Nobody cares about you. Why are you still here? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Why are you here? This is stupid. This is dumb.